All right.
Hey, what's up? What's
What is
happening?
going back on, man? Happy New Year, everybody. And
Yep.
tonight, man, we're going to be covering Dario Argento's Animal Trilogy. It's kind of crazy we haven't never got to it, but we're going to do it tonight with Grande, man. What's going on?
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on. This is an honor. I always really enjoy listening to your guys' show, and I've had you on. Actually, we did a roundtable not too terribly long ago, so it's really cool to be on your guys' first show of 2026. We're kicking this off with the maestro Dario Argento and his Three Animals trilogy. I'm really excited to be in the house tonight, so thank you for having me here on this fine Saturday evening.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome on anytime, like we say. I've been on a few of John's streams in the past as well. I think we started off with an Argento, didn't we?
We
That
did.
was the
We did
first time I
opera.
ever did
Right.
like
Yeah.
a YouTube stream.
Okay.
What did we do? Opera? Was this
We did opera, trauma, and Stendhal. Those were the three that we ended up doing years,
Nice.
and that's like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. Wow.
It is. I look back on that. I had like a fuzzy camera and all. It looked horrible on my end, but it was one of the best streams I think I've ever done. It was superb. Like, just your knowledge on those films is like incredible. So
Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you and of course Dirk, because you guys, I love it. I know you guys love it like I do, and like the passionate fans are the best fans to talk about. And the fact that you guys are doing your weekly show now is like super cool to me. And I know that Dirk's got the whole thing planned out in advance and all that. And he sent me the schedule months and months ago, asking me, "Hey man, pick a show." And I took a look and I went up and down the list, and this was the last show on the list. And I went, man, Dario Argento, Three Animals trilogy. I can't pass on that. So locked me in for that one. And thank you both for having me. It's going to be awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I guess before we get it going, man, see who's in the chat. We got happy birthday to me. What's going on? New member of the
nice
Dead Pit
name.
channel?
Yeah, I love that name.
New member for Dead Pit. Awesome, man. We got Texas in the house. Welcome to the panel of pain. What's going on, bro?
What's up, Tex?
Tex.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully you had a good Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, I guess, I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy into the background on Dario, man. I know he was a film critic and he was a writer. He did some writing for Sergio Leone, Once Upon a Time in the West, which I still need to check that film out. I bought the 4K and I still haven't watched it. So I'm going to get around to it, because what's crazy enough, the day before yesterday, my 8-year-old son, he wanted to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh,
so
nice.
And I haven't been watching any Westerns or anything, but I thought it was kind of crazy. He wanted to watch some Sergio Leone, man, Clint Eastwood. But anyway, man, Argento started out writing for Leone. I think he really, got a lot. Leone don't get enough of the credit, man, for these Italian filmmakers. Like, when I watch certain shots, like I seen that in a Leone film, like the zoom ins on the eyes and shit like that. Just the way things are framed, where you got, better than I do, John. You're a filmmaker yourself, right?
Yeah, no, I did make a short film, which thankfully did pretty good on YouTube. But yeah, no, I'm a nerd when it comes to all the shots and technical and stuff like that with filmmaking. And Argento is a great place if you want to study film to kind of start. But you're right. I mean, definitely was a big influenced, and by Leone, and even had worked with him, like you said, on Once Upon a Time. So
Right.
yeah, no, it's crazy kind of how he got his start, like you say, and his dad was nice enough to help out, of course, with the producing credit here. And I don't know, man, like this movie, it seems like, at least with the directorial debut and as far as watching the features and the interviews and stuff like that, it seems like this was a movie that didn't have a lot of faith behind it. Like the lead actor, Tony Musante, apparently was trying to direct certain scenes himself. And apparently there were producers that were like, oh, this is not going to work. This will never work.
Yeah,
and then what you have is a big success. It's kind of crazy how this movie worked.
Yeah, Lombardo was wanting to get Bernardo Bertolucci, the director of Bloodstained Butterfly, right?
Right. Yep.
Bloodstained Butterfly, and there's another one I'm thinking, the two big ones of his thrillers. I'm trying to remember.
You on about Tazari and you do Chio Tazari?
Bernardo Bertolucci.
Because Bertolucci because Dario started off, as you say, as he was.
Tesario, Tesario,
Yeah,
my bad,
yeah.
man.
But Bertolucci was going to direct this film, Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Right.
But something come around, and then Dario was like, well, maybe, because he was like a big writer on it, maybe he can do himself justice with this as being his first film.
I'm mixing it up, Darren. You know what it is? I'm mixing it up. Bertolucci recommended the Screaming Mimi book to Dario.
He did, yeah. And that's how it all started,
okay.
yeah. The 1950 novel by Frederick Brown, I think it is. And once Dario started reading that, like, he was hooked then, because he brings quite a few of that into his other films as well, that book. Right. There's certain scenes and certain characters and that are very similar. But in terms of...
But for years and years, he wouldn't give credit to that book. He said he went to sleep on the beach after he got through eating, and he dreamed it up and shit. But he gives credit later on.
That's a common thing with Dario, isn't it? Every time we cover him, we seem to say the same thing, but he just hated giving credit to people. Right. I know he had a big fallout with Dardano Sacchetti as well.
Oh yeah,
the other films,
for sure. But that was a good thing that happened with Sacchetti, because Sacchetti was going to sue him, and when Mario Bava took notice of that shit, because it was I guess the word got out. Bava, he wrote Bay of Blood for Bava, so
yeah, and he went on to write quite a few with Bava.
Then he blew up. Then he
Yeah.
He basically took a payday for Cat o' Nine Tails. I know we're kind of going off the rails here, but
no. But if you think about actually the people behind this film, obviously it's produced by Salvador Argento, but the cinematographer is Vittorio Storaro.
Oh yeah,
Oscar winner. Like just amazing, some of the stuff he's done. I was looking through his films. I love Footprints on the Moon. The way he shoots that is
great for learning a Balkan joint. Yeah, and the music by Morricone, and the whole story going back to when Argento had met Ennio Morricone by chance, right? Because his father was a film producer, and they met, and he said, "Hey, if I ever make a film someday, wouldn't you like to score it for me? Would you score for me?" And Ennio was like, "Yeah, kid, if you ever get that day, if you ever make your film, I'll be there, I'll do it." And sure enough, this was the moment, and Ennio was a man of his word, and comes in, man, with I think the music in this movie is tremendous, and I think definitely inspired a guy like Claudio Simonetti quite a bit. With the la la, the la's and the la 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 la. That stuff is haunting, man. And Ennio just hit this. I think the music in Bird with Crystal Plumage is just. I love the music in this movie. It's great.
It is, man, definitely.
And it's straight from The Off as well, isn't it? In that opening scene where you see the killer preparing, all his notes for like killing these girls, and then he's like taking photographs, and you hone in on this one girl, all in red. Right. I think that's maybe a Bava kind of reference. And once that music kicks in, like you say, it's just.
And then the whole fact that Argento's, every time you see the black gloves, that's Argento's hands,
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to have to explain to someone how to do it. He just said, "Let me just do the shit," basically. And it looks great, man. That whole opening with the knives on the red blanket. I mean, it's crazy looking, but.
Yeah, it's a tremendous hook to me. The whole story, obviously, of Tony Musante, this guy who he's there with girlfriend Susie Kendall of course of Sergio Martino Torso fame and amongst many others. Susie is just celebrated a birthday. Actually, I saw she just turned 89 or something like that.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw somebody posted it like a day or so ago. So happy belated to Susie Kendall. Just a beautiful woman, and she plays the girlfriend role in this. And of course, Tony is walking home one night and by chance sees this scene kind of play out. And he, of course, sees this woman that is stabbed. And I love the scope of this entire room, this like white
setup.
Like exhibit almost, and this woman crying for help, and he's kind of banging on the door for help and assistance and all that. Like, to me, it's the great hook of this movie that kind of ultimately gets you into it. And the whole fact of throughout this picture and through even movies like Profondo Rosso later on, it's about the main character and the horrors of memory, right? You see something, you saw it play out in front of your eyes just that one time, and it's the horrors of how can I remember this thing properly, as opposed to all the different ways that it's running through my head and playing out now. I love that template and setup because you have the character second guessing himself as the movie kind of goes on, trying to ultimately remember what he really saw. And to me, that's Dario 101. And Darren made a great point backstage that's totally true. The story of this is sort of like the very first Jolly and the girl who knew too much. It's a almost near identical story, but that's a great point, man.
Yeah, with the shock at the end. I mean, I guess we could spoil this, right? I mean, I imagine everybody that's tuned in. Heard,
I'm thinking we can kind of spoil all three, because we want to talk in depth about, certain characters. Yeah. We don't really want to cut it off at some point.
Now, I will say I kind of lean with Ernesto Gastaldi, though, what he had to say about it, because he said that it's gimmickry, sleight of hand, trickery. He said like he didn't understand, because to me, I think like from the writers I've seen in the films I've seen, I like Gastaldi the best as far as writers go. He was saying his stories are more grounded in more in reality. He says this whole business, you don't remember what the hell happened. Like it don't make no sense. No, but I kind of lean with that, but I kind of let it go too, because with Argento, it's all style. It's style, visuals. I don't think his strengths are necessarily the writing, and in my opinion, but
no, I mean with the storyline to this as well, like you say, it kicks off. But it's played pretty straight.
It's straightforward.
Like some of his films, he just completely cheats certain, he'll completely cheat a scene, and it don't make sense at the end of the film or what have you. This one is pretty straight. What you see is what you get. And it's so clever in the writing, like you say, where you just right up until the end. I mean, the first time I watched this, I was surprised at the killer. I know we're going to go on and probably mention it as we go, but I was actually surprised and kind of the motivation behind it and all that. But in terms of the cast, I want to go through the cast, like John mentioned Susie Kendall, and you got Tony Mazzante. But
the thing about Susie Kendall in this film that's kind of a letdown is I wish she had more to do in it.
I've got that in my notes. I've literally got that in my notes.
I wish she had more to do, because I love Susie Kendall. I know you're not big on her, Darren, but
I mean, looks-wise, she's never really done it for me.
I just think she's a great actress. I really do, man. I think especially more. I mean, even in this one, man, in the suspense scenes, where I mean, she's selling it. Like I believe her. When I see her.
Oh yeah, that one scene towards the end when she's trapped in the house. Mm-hmm. But I think with her, she comes into her own. Her forte literally is like the scream queen. When she's doing those scenes towards the end of films like Torso, Assault. She was in the UK kind of Giallo style film as well. But that's where she comes into it, I thought Tony Mazzante does a good job, even though behind the scenes was awful, apparently.
Well, Dario,
there was like a late night story where Mazzante was so pissed off, he ended up going to Dario's hotel room, 3 o'clock in the morning, kind of banging the door down. I want to speak to you. I want to speak to you.
Yeah, I want to talk about his character and shit. And Argento's like, what the hell? But like, there's conflicting stories on that. So Mazzante said, I never knew that Argento had a problem with me. Like, I mean, I always thought everything was good, but Argento's like, I can't stand him. He's a egotistical bastard, like
right, yeah,
self-centered, he's all about himself and shit. But he considered him to be in the next film, so I don't know what that shit's about. So,
you can't argue with his performance in this.
Yeah, no, man,
it's a great performance, great leading man.
Definitely.
And even members of the cast, you've got Enrico Maria Salerno. I fucking love him as an actor.
I heard he was an asshole too, but he's a great fucking actor, man. Yeah.
And he actually went on to direct as well. I know he didn't do a lot, but think of the films he did. Like he always kind of plays the police character, Night Train Murders. I know I mentioned it a lot. It's one of my favorite films.
He's the dad in that one, right?
Yeah, he's the father. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of the doctor, isn't he?
Right.
But he's in No, the Case is Happily Resolved. If anyone hasn't seen that from 1973,
That's
I
a damn
urge you
good
to
one.
go out. Calling All Peace Cards, another great Giallo from 75. But he was well known, actually, which is kind of weird, for being the voice dubber for Clint Eastwood on the Dollars trilogy.
For the Italian.
For the Italian, for the Italian audience. So that was kind of weird to me. But
he does have that, like, that presence, though, that screen presence when you see him. Like, you know that's a star. You know?
Yeah.
Like when he comes
yeah. I mean, have you seen the film Savage Free, John?
I have not, no.
Oh, he's outstanding in that as well. That's one I don't know if you're really into like Italian crime films at all, but that's one I urge you to see. Knowing you're into these films
exploitation,
as
well, it's a good one. Yeah,
it's really they kind of, a lot of them kind of got like a Giallo vibe to them, you know.
Sure.
Again, we got to mention Eva Renzi, who plays Monica Ranieri. Man, she, like we were talking backstage, I mean, she's so fucking hot. She should have gone on, I think, to become a major star in like numerous Giallo films. But I was reading somewhere where she thought like this kind of killed her career. I know John was talking about it backstage as well.
She initially, the whole story with her was that she was offered a role of a Bond girl just a year or so prior to this, and she passed up on it because she felt that it was over sexualizing her as an actress. She was like, I don't want to do this with this time. It would have been Sean Connery, I think, right before this.
Oh wow!
So it would have been with him. I'm not sure which specific Bond film she was offered. I want to say You Only Live Twice, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And she was like, this is just over sexualizing me. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a part of this. And then the story was that she went on to take this role, which it's funny because she doesn't have too much dialogue, but I almost think she's the standout for me with this particular picture because of her screen presence. Even in the beginning, when we start one way thinking about her, and then of course when we get to the end of the picture, when I agree with Darren, I was shocked when I first saw this as well. The way that she plays this and the whole ideology of the psychology to it, I thought took a lot. And it's funny, in the interview for this, she sort of said this was easy acting for her. She just said, I laughed maniacally. And she didn't think much of this movie, but was very happy that Dario became as prolific as he did, which is kind of crazy because I think she's one of the best things in it. And one of the biggest reasons I ever rewatched this movie is I always look for her. I think she's a big standout.
She is great.
I think she does a good job.
Yeah.
She got such an iconic image of her as well, where she's on the ground at the start of the film and she's kind of crawling,
reaching
out. It's just, it's in my mind every time I think of this film. That image comes straight to my mind every time.
Yeah, which I got that image right here in this awesome Giallo.
I love that poster, man. That's a Spanish poster you said, John.
That is, this is the Spanish poster, and this is the image that Darren and Dirk are talking about right here. And that's just, that to me is iconic. Like whenever I think about this movie, and there's also the, I think there's postcards of it. Yeah, right there. There's postcards in this cool 4K. Like that image to me is, when I think Bird with the Crystal Plumage, that's the image that I think of for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So when we mentioned the early part of the film with that one scene, but you've got this murderer on the loose. He's already killed 3 girls, and then you've got this Tony Mazzanti's character is this American guy. He's over in Italy. He's kind of down on his luck a little bit. He's a writer, but he's kind of got writer's block. So he's on the verge of going back to America, and then all this kind of hits him in one go, and he becomes then like a little bit of a sleuth himself and his girlfriend, and trying to trying to work out who's the killer and all that. But there's some great scenes in this, like early on. You've got the Reginalda, who played Salem's Lot. He played Barlow, the head vampire.
Right.
He comes into this at one stage, and
he's got that bright yellow jacket on, and he's
like a prize
gun, and his face is scarred up.
But he come into this purely by chance because Argento, actually, he was doing a TV show. He was filming a TV show in Italy, Reginaldo, and Argento come across him completely by chance, and he said, "Look, I need to get you in this film because it's iconic the way he looks in it,
Yeah, have you seen him in Mark of the Devil? Oh, he's a bastard.
No, I've not seen him in that,
He's
but
a
I've heard,
bastard in that one, man.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah. And then you've got that scene, you know, the foggy street and the
Oh,
meat
man.
cleaver, you know,
That's
the guy
killer,
with the
man.
meat cleaver trying to kill him, and
Yeah.
There's just, I think, also considering this was a first time directorial job for Dario, right? This is his debut. It's incredible to me how smooth and slick the murder sequences are. And these are the things that would make Dario as synonymous with horror / jolly filmmaking as he'd go on to be, right? I mean, I remember Dario, the one time I was actually ever in his presence, he said, I made more jolly than John Ford made Westerns, and I'm proud of that. And you watch a movie like this, and it really was so borrowed from. And like I said, Darren and I backstage, we talked about how this was the blueprint jolly and had influenced so much after it. And I think a big part of that are the murder sequences in that. I always remember the one with the woman in the telephone booth, right? This blue, very vibrant baby blue telephone booth, and then the killer coming in and slicing and dicing with like a switchblade. I always thought that was horrifying. Of course, the one on the cover here where the woman is walking home alone at night.
Oh yeah,
here in the street, the police are there. The walk up POV to the door, only to get to the bed and to just really torture this woman psychologically. It's not just, it could be a quick stab and it's over, but to rip the clothes and to fake the cuts and things like that. My gosh, that stuff is really mental. And I think that was Dario really coming into his own, despite this being the first time around. It's weird. I feel like he experiments more in the second film we'll be talking about tonight.
He does.
Whereas the first time you're making a film, you'd think he would have done more experimentation. This one, I feel like Bird with Crystal Plumage feels way more like prime and veteran Dario Argento, despite it being his rookie debut, so to speak. And I don't know, I love all those murder sequences. I think they're just tremendous. They're beautiful. They're colorful, but they are not at that peak yet, right? Where you get to Profondo Rosso, Suspiria. But man, considering first time out, like chef's kiss, I think they're perfect.
And Dario credits, like we said earlier, like he don't credit a lot of people, but he credits Vittorio Storaro. He actually credits him for explaining shots and setups, and you know, so a lot of that goes to him as well. But of course, Dario's storyboard and everything,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
So I know a lot of directors don't like doing that, but he would storyboard something. And he didn't know how it was going to end. That's the way Dario did films. Like he didn't know how exactly the film was going to end. So like, that's what I was hearing him say. He was like, I just kind of go while we're making the film. And then, you know, I figure it out as we're going through it, you know?
Well, yeah, he said that famously after they did Cat o' Nine. He said to Luigi Cozzi, he said, okay, come up with some death scenes and then we'll come up with a story. And that was that was their conversation before they even had a story, a plot, a main character, anything, or a killer unveil. It was, okay, how do we fix these murder sequences? Because that's, you know, whether these movies strive in the dramatic elements or whether they strive in the acting, the music, the technical, what have you, the draw is generally the murder sequences. That's what makes
dream nightmare logic type.
Exactly. And I think that's what he hit home here perfectly, and why the movie became a ginormous hit. I mean, this was a huge hit in Italy. I believe there were certain towns where Dario, I don't know if you guys know exactly. I want to say Turin or Toulon. That maybe
Turin, is it? Yeah.
Turin. That's right.
Yeah. That was
that's
where
he
wanted to originally film this in Turin.
Right.
But then he had to settle for Rome. But what I like about this film as well, it gives you two major clues. There's the painting, that chilling painting of a murderer with the girl.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got the tape recording with the noise in the background that they try to work out what it is.
Right.
That's
crazy, right?
Well.
The whole that's the main. The title of the film is like one of the biggest clues of the film. So I know a lot of people always say these Italian titles, they don't make no sense, you know. They actually kind of do, man, in a poetic way. Like a lot of times, if you
this one does, yeah.
Because I mean, the bird is in captivity. You can look at the killer is kind of in captivity in the killer's own mind, per se, right? Like
And the bird is right outside of their house, and once he keeps hearing on the telephone. And let me ask you guys this, because a big part of why I'm a Jolly film fan is I always do enjoy the psychology behind why did the killer do it? Where do you guys stand? Because I know we've been beating around the bush a little bit with the ending. Where do you guys stand with how that unveil is done? And do you think it still holds up all these years later?
I do personally. Yeah. I mean,
the first time I saw it, I did not see it coming. So that's major bonus for me always. If I can figure a film out like in the first, if I can figure it out in an hour, I still get aggravated. Like I don't want to figure it out. I mean, I like playing detective, but I want them to surprise the shit out of me. You know,
like I said earlier, like that backstory with the painting, and that's the real kind of motivation behind the killings. Which fucking superb, absolutely superb.
What do you? Speaking of the painting, Mario Adorf, man, with the cat meat. That's a disturbing ass scene, man.
That guy is fantastic, man. In everything I've seen him in, like What Have You Done to Your Daughters? He's in,
right?
Yeah, I mean, he just kills it.
The Italian Connection. I mean, he's been in a ton of. He's still alive.
Loads of the crime films as well. Yeah.
Right. But
yeah, and he's only a bit part in this, which is kind of crazy. I'd love to have seen him with a big chunkier role, but what he does, man, that scene is just great. And he puts the ladders down, doesn't he? And he's like, "Come on up." And,
he don't want nobody coming in his house.
And he didn't have meat in here, and he's like, well, like he works it out that he's eating cats pretty much, and then he's just grossed out by it, and he's like, I'm off type thing. But I love all that.
Let me catch the chat right quick, man.
Yeah.
Let her say hi to everybody. Miss C, what's going on? Good to see you in here.
Miss C.
That's one of John's regulars. Yeah.
Yes.
Good to see you.
You got Kathy. What's going on?
Hey, that's Jay's sister.
Yeah.
Hey, things.
And we got Jim Stead, man. Good day, guys. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? But yeah, going back to what John said, the death scenes in this, there's one completely like Brian De Palma ripped off for Dress to Kill. Like there's a kill of a woman in the lift, like you mentioned earlier. That is just done so well. I mean, you could trade.
De Palma never saw any Argento though.
Well, yeah, there's that. I mean, you could kind of trace that back to Ricardo Freda's The Ghost, because there's a razor killing scene in that.
For sure.
So you can see where everyone's influenced by everyone else.
Right. But not necessarily, like at the same time, man, it could be coincidence. I think some people come up with the same idea.
So some of it is, they can't all be, not
all.
To it. But I gotta ask you, how do you feel about the comedy sequences in this? I know Dario wanted at one point to do a whole giallo full of gay characters, but he kind of gives the gay character a real, how can I put it, just stereotypical, do you know what I mean, for the time?
I love the detective in Four Flies. I got to say that before we even get there.
Oh, yeah. He is, he really is, yeah. But in this, you've got that, you've got the stuttering man in prison.
Oh man,
I find it kind of jarring a little bit.
Was he saying?
I thought the whole lineup scene was hysterical, where they're bringing up all these people and listing off their offenses, and then sure enough, it's a man in drag, and they go, "Oh, we have Ursula Andress." First, I laugh every time.
And then the cop says, "Don't put the transvestites with the perverts."
I mean,
don't mix these things up.
You just couldn't get away with that today. You just couldn't.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
You've also got the creepy phone calls as well, and this was 3 years before Black Christmas. I mean, I know they're not similar in that respect of the craziness that goes on in Black Christmas, but yeah, I mean, they are creepy though when you hear the killer's voice, and do you know what I mean? And you're just wondering who the hell is it, and trying to work out who it is. But yeah, there's a few creepy phone calls in this. So like,
we got Mateo in here. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
He says, hi,
long
everyone.
time no see, man.
He says, hi, everyone. Love live giallo. Dario, a great maestro of cinema. Babo invented giallo, but Dario with plumage made it what it is today. And I agree with that, man. He made it mainstream. You know, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Bava was all about the Gothics, wasn't he?
right.
And all that.
So,
where this is more contemporary for the time.
now I don't know this for a fact, but I mean, like, I know that Argento, though, that name, he's a celebrity director after he makes this film. So everybody wants to see his next film. You know, he's a celebrity director, just like John Carpenter, George Romero. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know that about Mario Bava, like, in the beginning. Like,
No,
if,
Mario Bava, the whole
you know,
kind of thing with it, his whole career felt very niche. It's
right,
almost like people acknowledged how good he was, but he never got to that status of, okay, let's get Mario Bava, let's get him a $10 million budget. Never happened that way. It always
right,
seemed like they were scrapping and scraping around for money with Mario films, whereas Dario's dad was a producer, had his hand in the jar. After this movie's success, Luigi Cosi jumped on the train and was like, holy shit, let me be collaborative in any way, shape, or form. And you know, I think he had a lot of the right working parts, right? You had Morricone for all three of these films. You had some really good up and coming talent. And I think another thing too, he had the style and he had the psychology. Like, I love the psychology of the husband and wife angle here, right? The husband who was trying to cover it up for the woman he loved because he knew that she was not mentally stable. She was instead mentally ill. And when seeing that painting, oh, she kind of identifies with the killer as opposed to the victim because she once was the victim. I played that role. Now I'm going to play the other. And I love that whole psychology and unveil in this movie. I think it's just great. It sets this one apart from anything that came before it.
So that's one thing I do have against the film, though.
Do you? Okay.
Not really against it. I wanted to see y'all's opinion on this. Like, it's at the very beginning. It's like he's in the Giallo killer wardrobe,
top hat, and the yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, what that shit's. What are we doing here? You know, like. So do you think they're role playing? You think that's what's going on?
I never thought of it that way, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's just
is he appeasing her?
You know? I guess also suspense and disbelief, at least for me. I never really thought of it that deeply, but you make a fair point. It is kind of convenient that he's in the Operation Ivy outfit.
Right. Yeah.
She's killed 3 people by the time it starts, hasn't she?
Yes, she has. Yes.
So maybe they're having
an argument
about that.
Did he kill anybody too? You know,
I'm sure he did, because again, it's all him trying to protect her, and then the whole thing of him jumping to or trying to jump to his death, and Dario using the bungee with the camera, like stuff like that. You would not think a first-time director would say, "Hey, let's risk breaking a camera to get a shot."
Well, that's a great shot as well, isn't it?
It's an amazing shot, and even Kubrick in the following year with Clockwork did something similar to that when Alex jumps from the house in that movie. So I don't know, like it's crazy. Even a year in, it was like certain people were starting to take things from his page. And I don't know. I thought that shot really worked upon a rewatch.
Yeah, Carpenter did credit Argento quite a bit on this film and Four Flies for Halloween, like some inspiration. I mean, he didn't. He didn't credit Bob
Carpenter was a big Dario fan. Like I always hear him rave about Suspiria and all these movies that Dario made. Carpenter was a big fan.
You've got to think this as well. You've got the killer that you see the eyeball of the killer through the crack of a door, which is the spiral staircase. And Black Christmas did it, a few years later as well.
On. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're all everyone's just taking ideas from everyone else with their own little spin on it. And I think Dario does it superbly in this one. But the way it all plays out, like you say, she's just maniacal. I think she fucking absolutely nails that character.
I think she's great. She's smiling and jumping on the thing, and the guy's like, that's like amazing.
Playing with her food, man. She's playing with her food.
Yeah, basically, she's just kind of buttering him up. I thought that was so good. And
slices the hand and shit. And have y'all heard about Aldo Lotto? What he had to say? That he's
wasn't he writing a little bit of this as well?
He claimed that he helped assist Argento
with no credit at all,
with no screen credit, and Argento said no, that never happened. So I don't know,
but he's in Eugenio Ercolani's book, isn't he? And he actually talks about this film as well. Right. So I don't know. I know I'd rather believe Aldolado than Argento from what Argento's past interviews and that.
Right.
Just no credit to anyone.
Regardless of whatever, I know Argento was handed the keys to the castle, so to speak. But regardless, he still had to have the talent to do what
he was
did.
like John said, he was kind of born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Really, he had all the advantages.
But I think that's why Fulci and Lindsay, whenever you hear them talk about them, it's like the spies, because they came from nothing. Like they had to work their way up and shit,
Exactly. They kind of resent him for it as well. Right. Going back to the ending as well, did you see the foreshadowing with Tenebrae where you've got the spiked kind of monument that comes into play?
Yes.
And I'm sure that, Tenebrae, that scene at the end of Tenebrae was kind of a nod to this film.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that together. Damn.
Yeah. It's undeniable.
I think the editing in this movie, too, as it wraps up is incredible. As they're going back and forth between the murder scene and, of course, Tony Musante and Susie Kendall getting on the plane, the way they spliced that all together. Yeah. I thought that was beautifully done as we hear the narration of why what happened, and they explain it. I was like, that's amazing. And then they kind of just take off for home. Like, that's a perfect leave the theater moment. And I don't know, there was a big reason this was such a big hit. Like, it is kind of a perfect ending to me, like a perfect bow on top. And it's not kind of crazy to see how big of a movie hit that this was, and to see, when we get into the next movie shortly, Cat o' Nine Tails, how much America really wanted to be a part of that because of how big of a hit this was. Like, rare thing, the lobby cards and the posters of Cat o' Nine in America, they did several different cards in different colors. Like, that's how much effort they put into it, because they were really believing that, holy shit, this is going to be the next big hit, just like Bird with Crystal Plumage, right? And all the people that kind of followed in this movie's footsteps and tried to make their Jala with the animal and the title, it really all did start here. The blueprint Jala, like we say.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The creepiest scene for me in the whole film is when I don't know the guy's name, but he's in the dark and he's sitting in the chair with the knife in his hand. He's got that creepy grin on his face. Like that that's some shit of nightmares. Like out of the whole film, that's the one part of the film that kind of, it's like, damn, that's creepy.
And he went on to make a career of those. Really, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But do you feel the comedy scenes? Were you okay with that then, both of you, or?
I found them funny when they're there. They didn't overwhelm the movie. If you ask me a rating, I give this a 9 out of 10. I think this is a really, really good movie. Like, my favorite of the three for sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Dirk, what would you rate this?
This one here, man, is like a 7 out of 10. Like I have a couple.
That's low, man.
Not really. I mean, it's not too low. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it went down. It went down this time for me.
Okay, so that's what you were referring to earlier then.
Yeah.
So previously, what was it, like an 8 maybe?
No, this was like a 9, straight close to 10. Yeah. Okay. I had this pretty high in regard, man. Like going back to it this time, I was just like, oh man, that I don't know. It's the way my mind works sometimes. It's weird. Maybe next week or next year I'll watch it. It'll jump back up, but who knows? I'm just saying,
that's I had the complete opposite effect to me. Where
it's just I can't get through my mind. Like, how did you not, like Tony Musante's character, right? Like when you see that shit going down, and like, how do you not know, man, what the hell happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not know that she was trying to stab the dude?
I guess you only see that little bit though, don't you? Like what we see, so that's all he saw.
But then it clicks for him. That's what don't make sense for me. It clicks for him. He's like, "Oh shit, no, it was her that was trying to." It's like,
oh, you mean right at the end? Yeah, it takes him the whole.
I think that's the whole point of what he's going for, though. It's like when you first see something, it's the rush of the moment, it's the heat of the moment where you're like, oh my god, and you see a woman crawling on the ground, bleeding, and asking you for help. That's immediately what my brain would think towards is, okay, this Louis is a victim, and then I like the whole switcheroo at the end where he realizes, like, oh my god, she was anything but a victim. I think it's a great twist. I actually think it's really well done.
The twist is good. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to wrap my brain around a little bit.
I hear you. Yeah.
Like for me, like I said earlier, I went a few years like really liking this film, but it never really got higher for me, and I don't know why. I used to think Four Flies was the best. Now I think Bird with Crystal Plumage is the best in the trilogy. For me, it's like a high, like 8.5/9. I'm kind of where John is, I think. If it wasn't for those like comedy fucking characters and all that, yeah, it'd be close to a 10. It really would.
And as far as a film debut goes, this is amongst the best ever to me. Like, I don't know how many great directorial debuts I'd put over this. Like, I really don't. Like, it's amazing. This is his first time out, and I do think of the three, like I said, it is the best ones, just for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think you've got to, like, when you think of first films, Black Sunday, like Bav has got to be up there as well.
Sure.
You know, Sergio Martino as well, you know, some great stuff. But with what was so good with this one is that the word of mouth kind of took off. It was a bit like Halloween, where it had sort of kind of 3 or 4, I don't know, 5 cinema viewings or cities or what have you.
Oh, they were selling out. They couldn't keep people. I mean, they were
in the end.
People were in the aisles and standing around.
It played for over like 2 years, I think, in Italy. It played from 70 to 72 in certain cities. All throughout those years, that's how big this was. Like, it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
It was number 13 in the Italian box office for 70-71 season. So yeah, it's outstanding for like a debut. But yeah, I don't know if you got anything, you know, else you want to say, Dirk, or in terms of background.
No, man. I mean, it's a great debut. I think we're going into Cat of Nine Tails, and I think
just gotta quickly show these off as well. Sorry, go on, Dirk. Carry on.
And I think that I think he's getting stronger as his films go. Like, I'm going to tell you now. I think Cat of Nine Tails I'll put this over Bird with the.
Oh wow! Okay, that's hot take. I love this.
Yeah,
we're getting good. All right,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh shit! I think me and John's gonna be on the same side.
It don't matter, man.
No, it's good. You got
all in good fun.
Yeah. The characters, man. I know they're not really uncle and niece, right? But that he's actually showing some warmness to some characters. Like, you care about these characters. There's little certain things they say to each other, like he's correcting her with her language, you know, with her grammar.
Oh, that relationship is great. And Carl Malden is arguably the best actor in all 3 of these movies combined. I think he's a great actor, and I think
he taught damn, whom I'm blanking, The Godfather,
Coppola.
No, who played The Godfather? I'm blanking on the name.
Who played The Godfather? Marlon Brando?
Marlon Brando. He taught Marlon Brando like how to act.
I didn't know. I had no idea Brando was a protege of Carl Malden. I never knew that.
Yeah, man. But no, it's just, I don't know, man. I think these films go stronger as they go on. Like, and we do see that later. Like, I'm not gonna say after Four Flies because, I mean, you know, but I don't know, man. Cat of Nine Tails, dude. I was watching it this time, and I was like, it's the way it's starting and it's the way it's going, moving with the killer. You see, like, the way that shot on the eyeball, like, it's that is a unique way to show the killer doing his thing, you know, and
that spawned like another 30, 40, maybe 50 Giallo films copied that idea.
It's an extreme close-up, and you see like all the details inside the eye, especially on the 4K. You see it really damn good. Like, I'm sure on the Blu-ray too, but
like, for me, I don't hate this film at all. I like this film, but there's some absolute, like you say, that with the eyeball. Some of the kill scenes are fucking fantastic. Some of his best work, actually.
I think they're original too. Like, he's ramping it up. He don't want to retread old ground. So he's trying to keep it fresh. You know what I'm saying?
But like, in terms of,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, in terms of characters, you know, and I'm not a big fan of James Franciscus, who plays Giordano or Giordani. Sorry,
like, that was the knock that Argento had. He said that this one felt too American.
He's like a poor man's Robert Redford for me. He's just.
He don't bother me. I think he's pretty strong.
there's no charisma. Like I
Really?
don't know. I'm just used
Wow.
to like other leading men who are 100% better. But Cal Malden, like you say, I remember him growing up. Streets of San Francisco was played a lot in the UK. So my dad used to love all that stuff. But you've got a great cast. You've got Catherine Spack, who plays Anna Kersey. She was in a giallo I want to see called A Complicated Girl with Franco Nero. I've known me and Dirk have talked about that for a while.
She's a beautiful woman, by the way. I thought she was.
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
Like a model type looking.
Yeah.
You know. You got
she had like frosted hair or something. It looked frosted. It looked like white almost. Gray.
Yeah, it was like of the time, innit?
Mm-hmm.
You got Pio Paolo Capone as well, plays the police superintendent. He's in a ton of stuff too. He's in 7 Bloodstained Orchids, The Boss, which we did pretty recently.
Right.
Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion, which I love.
Yeah.
So, but in regards to like the other cast, I just want to quickly mention you mentioned the young girl, Cynthia Di Carolis,
right?
Laurie. And what blew my mind with her is she actually plays a young girl, or I say like a young adult in Cannibal Apocalypse where she seduces John Saxon.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
oh, it's the same girl.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's her. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had a whole different view of it then, you know.
Right. Dario had nothing but great things to say about her. Said she was a professional.
She's good in it, man. She's really good.
For a 12-year-old, and she actually looks a lot younger as well. She could pass as like an 8-9-year-old.
I was gonna say I would think 8-9 for
she's
sure.
12 in this.
Yeah. When she did
I thought she was 12. Like 6 or 8. Hell, shit.
No. I think she's playing like. I think that's why she got the part. I think Dario had seen her, and she was in a couple of films before this.
Right.
And then because she looks so young, so I guess that's why they were trying to aim in for like an 8-9-year-old. But she was, I was surprised she was 12 years old.
I know Argento wasn't happy with the cinematography of this film, but I think this film is photographed better than Bird, in my opinion.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I.
The cinematographer is Enrico Minxer, and he did Beatrice Cinci, the Lucio Fulci film from 1969. He's a cinematographer for that. There's not a lot on him. I know he did over 100 films. He did that one. He did The Dead Are Alive in 1972. He did Holocaust 2000. I think it's got damn, I'm blanking. Hate this shit, man. Kirk damn. I can't think of his damn name. He was in Fury. He's in the Stanley Kubrick film. Spartacus, the lead.
Oh, okay.
Kirk Douglas. Yeah. Holocaust 2000. So he filmed that. He filmed White Fang from 1973. Fulci's White Fang. Yeah. Rulers of the City, 1976. He filmed that as well. So I don't know, man. I like the way just the setups, the shots in this one. There's different locations going on in this film too.
That's one thing too with all three of these films. It's amazing how nice you get to see like the tour of the European landside. Really, I mean, it's gorgeous stuff. I love seeing all the cities and stuff like that. I think with Cat o' Nine though, for me at least, like there are certain things like, yes, character wise, definitely it feels more warm. Stronger. It feels more personal, but it also in a lot of ways, I think is a little bit unfocused. Like, I think it's unfocused in a way of, I like the first hour of it. I like the setup and the whole thing and the push in front of the train and the strangulation and the whole mystery of Carl Malden coming to this guy from the newspaper, pointing these things out. At first, he's kind of like, I don't need you. And then realizes, holy shit, this guy's actually way smarter than I'm giving him credit for. Let's kind of come together on this. And so you have a 1A, 1B protagonist here, right? Where it's almost like Sleepless, right? Where in Sleepless, you have Max von Sydow. He's not really the lead. He's like the 1B to the other character's 1A. That's kind of the way I look at this. It feels unfocused in the way that it feels like a giallo. Then out of nowhere, it becomes, there's racing going on. Then
there is like this...
scientific as well.
There's like this industrial espionage,
the love
like,
story, and not to say, and all that stuff is good. There's even
Yeah.
humor scenes like the barbershop scene, which is really tense, but it's kind of funny. He's like, the
Right.
motherfuckers, you see what
Yeah.
they said about me in the paper as,
Yeah.
as he's
Yeah.
hunting this guy. See,
Yeah.
and the guy's like, oh my God. Like that stuff I thought worked. It just feels like it's a little bit of everything as opposed to the focus that we have in Bird and Four Flies for that matter. It
Right.
feels like there's a lot more going on. So that's a big reason why I get the disconnect feeling I do. And the length. I think this one has a bit of pacing problems. I don't know about
should have
you,
been.
It does 100%.
It should be trimmed. I admit that. But I still think, there's more at stake though in this film. Like one of the main characters is blind, so like he's already like got shit going against him, and then there's more at stake because it's a little girl. Like I care more about a little girl being killed and harmed and. Then I mean, I hate to say it like that, but you know,
yeah,
what I mean?
the ending I can't argue. I think that
Right.
the beginning and the ending are fantastic.
Right.
I mean, one of the big pluses in this as well is the actual jazzy score type.
I like the score better too.
I like
That
the
theme
score
is
for sure.
superb. It's
very
absolutely superb.
Right.
But in terms of like the story, I think it becomes a little bit of a mess towards the end. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking with the reveal as well, I'm thinking, what the fuck, man? Is that really a big motivation?
Yeah, the XY and the XYY.
Even though he's got
chromosome,
that
right?
chromosome, right?
Yeah.
Why would he fucking kill just to kind of conceal that?
Because he it not necessarily that had anything to do with why. He just didn't want it to get out because he's a perfectionist. So I think that's kind of what the film's saying is like you can go off into your own madness with perfection. I know Argento hates this film. It's his lead.
Yeah, he said it's the worst work he ever did.
But I think it's great in that regard because this is all about a guy just seeking perfection and he'll do anything to fucking save himself and save his career and shit or whatever.
It has moments of really good stuff. Like I really enjoy the scene where the milk scene where there's these great shots of in between the milk, and that one of them is poisoned or I guess XX or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And of course she goes to drink and he's like no stop. Like I like that whole tension scene. Great. Yeah. The stuff of them in the graveyard, approaching the graveyard, that's great. Like it has moments and spurts where you go, Dario, like that, I see it. But it also has points where it's just kind of floundering a bit. And the pacing of this one really hurts it for me. Like, I don't know. And I agree. The story, the plot / I guess mystery, it is a bit convoluted in a way. And
it is. And then it's convoluted, but then to come like the actual ending to come the way it does is like a what the fuck moment for me, because even though you see that character earlier, you don't really remember too much about him. He did have the chromosome. He's trying.
I love how it ends though. I love how it ends because he's talking shit to Cookie, and he's talking shit to him because he thinks he's lesser than him, and he's just like I killed her, kind of shit. And then
even though he didn't,
and Cookie, he gets what he gets. I love that shit.
I love trying to grab the rope.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's fucking.
And it's burning and shit.
That's
that's as good Argento.
And then you hear the little girl at the end. Cookie.
Yeah, you hear Cookie as it ends. And just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It went up for me. This one went up for me.
It really, like I said, the opening hour, great. The ending. I'll say this to Darren was onto this too. Like. When the first time I saw this movie and they unveiled the killer, I didn't have a reaction. I was like, really?
Yeah,
like I vaguely remembered the scene that guy was in, but it wasn't this big, oh my God, it's you. Like it was the opposite of Bird, where I was like, I didn't suspect him though.
I never suspected him though. Like,
I never suspected him either. I guess that's the thing. Cat o' Nine Tails doesn't even refer to a cat physically. It refers to the amount of suspects in the case, right?
Yeah, the leads. Yeah.
The leads, yeah.
Right.
I tell you what I did like in this film though is the character Bianca Marusi, played by Ivan Razumov's sister.
Oh, right.
I would like to, because she got the whole thing with the locket and she carries like the secret of who the killer is.
But you know that this is the blueprint for Phenomena, if you look at it.
Okay, I've never thought of it like that.
If you really look at it, it's the same kind of characters and phenomena, with Donald Pleasance and Jennifer Connelly, in a way,
You mean the scientific angle or the
the relationship, like
okay, I'm with you.
Because her father's off, and Donald Pleasance kind of takes her under his wing, kind of deal,
Sure. Yeah. No. I think also with this movie too, you do get the great genre trope of the person who calls up and says, "I know it is. We'll discuss it at my house." Like,
right.
yeah. These movies when that happens.
Yeah.
Right. I love that shit, man. I love it.
Or the whole, "Oh, hey, I know it's you. You better have some money for me in the park." And it's just like, lady, like, what are you doing? That happens twice in this movie. I just started laughing. I'm like, oh, geez. Like,
I will say, though, that Argento has a problem with sex scenes or something. I don't know what that shit is, but the sex scene in this film is bullshit. Like, what is that shit about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a non-entity.
It is a weird-ass scene, man, between them two characters. But anyway.
But no, it's like I'm completely indifferent to it, right? Completely down the middle probably with this one. There's so many scenes, like John said, I really enjoy. But then there's like 70-75% of it's just fucking mind-numbing to me.
Oh, really?
It really feels more like a debut.
It's a rushed film. It was rushed into production after the success of Bird. It literally came out a year to the day. Like
it was came out. It was filmed in February, and then he filmed Four Flies in December. So I mean, I think Bird took 6 to 8 weeks or something, and this one did too.
I think theatrically they literally come out literally a year to the day of each other.
Right. So yeah, well, they're pumping them out. They're trying to get more out.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It hurts the film, a little bit.
Yeah. This one went up for me, man. It really did. I like the characters more. I care more about them. I think there's more at stake for me anyway.
Okay, well, how do you feel about Dario? Because he likes filming transvestites, doesn't he? In all his films, like there's one in Deep Red as well.
Right. Yeah.
He had like a fascination. He wanted to do that Giallo film full of gay characters at one point.
Yeah.
And he was hell bent on doing that for the longest time. And I guess he just kind of puts them into all his films in different ways. He's got kind of a fascination with gay characters, like I said, and transvestites. But because you've got Horst Frank, he plays the doctor in this, doesn't he? And then he goes back to this fucking gay club, is it, or transvestite?
Right. Yes, it's like a gay. Yeah. I thought it was a gay club. I did see women in there, but I think it's heavily implied that it's a gay club.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I just think it's just a fascination with it, and I don't mind that stuff. I think it's done really well in this film, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel about rating this?
I gotta mention one more thing though.
Oh, go for it.
So the XY and the XYY idea came from a 1968 film called The Twisted Nerve, and it was a way more controversial film where it was showing connections with like mental retarded people being psychotic. Like in 1968.
I don't know if you can say it, but it's like I love that film. That's one of my favorite UK films of the 60s. But there's like I don't know whether you could never do that today, because there's like a mongoloid. A mongoloid is like one of the. I don't want to give it all away, but that's like a heavy presence in the film.
Right.
That's what you're kind of referring to.
But that's where the idea came from. The
XY
chromosome.
I can completely see that. I think there's a lot of Hitchcock in this as well, which John mentioned with the milk cartons.
I think that's so true. Like,
it's that bomb under the table type thing,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, because you're on. Like when he's bringing the glasses, that shot.
Yeah.
Where you see the two glasses and shit, you're like, oh shit, man.
Yeah.
you know?
I love how that's done. That's one of the best sequences in the movie. It really does just feel more like a debut. Like if you told me this came out first, that it would make more sense. Like, okay, there were growing pains.
I'm the opposite. I feel like this is stronger with the characterization, maybe because of Sacchetti's on the scene with him, with the writing. I don't know.
I've heard people like some people say that they prefer this over the others, like or over Bird anyway.
I did a poll on my page because I was curious to take people's temperature. Four Flies ended up winning the popular vote by quite a bit. This one didn't last, but there was, I think, 18% said this was their favorite. So there are people that think this is the best of the three. I'm just not really one of them. I think it's the weakest of the three. But at the same time, I do think there is good stuff in it. There's good merit. It's not, I don't even think it'd be my bottom 5 Argento movies. Like I could name you 5 worst Argento movies in this.
Right? Yeah, there's some real shit out there.
Oh yeah. I thought this would probably be in my bottom 5 actually.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Shit, man.
I love film. Yeah, you know, I love Stendhal and
you put Phantom of the Opera
over? Real quick.
I would not put Phantom of the Opera over it. No.
What is your bottom 5 Dario Argento movies? Let's do this.
Okay, like no particular order though, yeah?
Yeah, you don't have to be particular order, just the 5 bottom.
Phantom of the Opera would have to be there, Dracula 3D.
Yeah.
But I can see the good in even the bad stuff. I actually like Giallo. I do like Giallo as a film.
Card players in there.
Yeah. Card player I like.
Card players in there for me.
Don't get me wrong, I don't love them, but so that's a hard thing for me. But they're like the main two. I'm trying to think.
I haven't seen 5 Days, but I would imagine it would be there.
Yeah,
5 Days. Yeah, the 5 Days are a big disappointment for me personally.
It's a great question though. I'm trying to think now.
Let me give you my 5.
Deep Red wouldn't even make my top 5 or 6, like, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
give us your bottom 5. John.
Okay, so I would say for sure, Dracula 3D would be at the bottom.
Yeah.
I would Phantom of the Opera for sure, Giallo for sure. After that, it gets a little bit dicey with my personal opinion. I really do not care for Two Evil Eyes. I think Two Evil Eyes.
I don't either.
I hate that film.
Yeah.
So that's
I don't like that shit either.
Yeah.
But I know some people would say, "Oh, is that cheating? Because it's only half of whatever." But that would make
that's a film. That's a film.
That's. I would take this over. Do you like Hitchcock? I don't know if you like Hitchcock necessarily.
I would take this over that. Yeah.
I would take this over that. I would take this over Black Glasses for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yes,
I would. Yeah, I would. I'd take it over that. Yeah.
I knew. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. At least are the ones that are coming to mind. I would take this over The Card Player. The Card Player is a movie I enjoy because it's so ridiculous, but like from a technical, I would say this is a better movie. So I would say that one as well. But I'd put Sleepless over this. I'd put Stendhal over this. I would too.
Yeah.
This and Trauma would be in the same boat for me. I might give the edge to Trauma, but I don't. This is still fun. Maybe I put this over Trauma. I don't know. That would be the line right there. I don't know.
Yeah,
for me.
Right.
I mean, if you're talking ranking the Dario Argento film, I'm not going to go through them now, but mine would be you would blow people's minds. Like mine would be because I would have.
That's the fun of it.
I would have Stendhal right up there. I'd have Sleepless right up there. Above Deep Red, and I know that would piss a lot of people off, but I would. But yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll have to maybe do that at some point.
Man, that'd be tough. That'd be tough to do.
Add in his Masters of Horror episodes as well, because I really like Jennifer.
I love those. Both of them, I think, are really, really good.
Let me catch the chat right quick, yo.
Sure.
We got Steve Vincent. Hello, gents. I generally listen to your broadcast as a replay, but finally catching you guys live. Thanks for the great content. Oh man, appreciate it.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Thanks for popping in.
Much appreciated. We got Acres of Movies. James Woods cast as Dirk. Okay.
I think Mateo commented on Cat O' Nine too.
Did he? Okay. For me, Cat O' Nine is the weakest of the 3 animals. I even take Sleepless or Stendhal Syndrome over Cat. Personal opinion.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I would take them over, and I would say it's the weakest of the trilogy. Yeah, I agree with.
I would take Sleepless and Stendhal over, but I wouldn't. But I wouldn't put Bird over it for sure. I wouldn't put Four Paws over it.
Completely different. Like. When it comes to Sleepless and Stendhal,
they're
I don't know what it is.
It took me a while to get with Stendhal. It took me a while.
I kept on the dirt to keep watching it.
It took me 3 times, man, before I fell in love with it.
There are a few people that tell me it's like awful movie, and I'm like,
no, you got to watch it more than once.
It's so fucking underrated. I love that.
It's his most disturbing film. You think about it.
It's a film that keeps giving though. The more you watch it, like it's one of those films to me.
And he films his daughter being violently raped as well. I know he did the scene in Trauma where she's topless and all that, but Stendhal, I think, is his most vicious kind of subject.
I think it is.
The looking through the eye hole, like the guy's face, like that shot.
Yeah,
that's a creepy shit, man.
That's so
and I know, like Dirk wasn't too fussed on the kind of twist to Stendhal. I remember the first time you watched it.
Right.
For me, I love the fact that he's
it changed though, like over time after the couple more watches, because I look at it a different way too.
And that might have been the last time he worked with Morricone was Stendhal as well, which it's crazy.
Yeah, because they broke apart for a while.
For a really long time. I think it was literally
25 years or
25 years.
Yeah.
About 25 years because Four Flies the last time they worked until Stendhal, I believe. I don't believe he works with them at all.
That's right, yeah. 20. And then that, like you say, that was the last, I think, as well.
I believe that was the last. He never worked because then Goblin comes back for Sleepless. They did Goblin. Goblin did the soundtrack, and then he worked pretty much exclusively with Claudio Simonetti from there. Music in Dario movies really rarely miss. Was Bruno Nicolai involved in this movie with music in some way?
I think so.
I believe he was too, but I did not know that until because I was watching it and I saw his name in the credits. I went, "Oh shit!" I was like, I didn't realize Bruno had any involvement in this because this would have been around the time he was working with Jess Franco because he did a ton of Franco films.
Well, him and Morricone did quite a bit together. So.
It's kind of confusing because one's the composer and one plays the music.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? How do you feel about so you've got these 3 films we're going to mention now, brilliant, amazing scores by Ennio Morricone. Yeah. But how do you feel like, because if they didn't have that argument, we wouldn't have got Goblin. And I'm a fucking huge Goblin fan. So it's kind of weird how it worked out. And then we finally got that score in Stendhal as well, which I love. So I'm kind of good the way it worked out.
I'm the same way. I'm happy with the world we live in because if you change it, then my favorite movie doesn't have Goblin doing the soundtrack, and that's just the world I don't want to live in. And at the same time, you'd be changing Suspiria, wouldn't have, because I know you guys aren't diehard on the guys like me.
Deep Red, man.
Deep Red
is
like the prog rock in Deep Red makes that movie. That's a part of it. And I believe there's a cut where you could watch the film without that. Like that's absurd to me. Like that'd
be like taking the Michael Myers theme away from Halloween.
Yeah, it's the same.
Like, it just wouldn't work.
It goes hand in it's peanut butter and jelly. Like these things go together. You can't really take them apart. It doesn't work.
It works out perfectly for the time though. These 3 films, early 70s, Morricone, superb. But then they just went a different direction with Goblin, thank God.
I completely agree.
Akers is saying Paul Dano is Grande. I guess Akers is casting us in something.
Okay, yeah.
And Steve Carell is Darren. Make that movie now.
I would take that. I'll take that every day.
Make Grande the slasher.
I could be the 50-year-old virgin, maybe.
What would you do in this scenario of that movie? Let's see. Are you seeing Send Help in cinemas?
Sam Raimi.
Okay, I don't even know.
I haven't even heard about that one.
Sam Raimi January horror movie. Did you ever think you'd see it? But we live in that time. 2026, guys.
Oh shit! I thought, all day long, man. I'll watch that.
And what's going on, Connected? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to have you in here.
I've seen him.
I appreciate everybody
in the Dead Pit chats a lot as well. Connected.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But no, man, I this one went way up for me. I do agree. It needs trimmed about, maybe 30 minutes needs trimmed, but there's some really strong sequences in this that puts it, and the characters. I just love the whole relationship with the Cookie and
I like that too. That stuff really works. I'm with you. What would you rate it though out of 10? I'm curious.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay, I think that's fair. How about you, Darren?
I'm along the lines of a 5.5. 6 on a good day if I like really into, because I do love all the certain death scenes and all that. I'm kind of 5.5. I think.
The feels with the eye when that score kicks in, when that eyeball, like, it's so creepy looking, man.
There's some great Argento stuff in there, like you said, but it's just the other
it hit me different this time around, man. And I've seen this movie like several times. So
go on, John. What you get?
I would do a 6. I would be in the same boat. I think 6 is fair. It's above average. It's good. Yeah, there's I have the bare bones Blu-ray of this one actually.
That's the one
the Arrow one as well.
Oh, I like the Arrow one. That's the guy falling down the elevator. Is that? Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a cool cover.
These are like collector's items now. I'm so glad I got
the window
these early on. I love that as well. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The window, that's the window box, right?
Yeah, it's the window box. Yeah.
I got this, man. You ain't gonna believe I got this off of Hamilton Books for like $20.
20.
Yeah.
Oh man, can't beat that.
It's in 4K, yeah.
There's tons of cool poster designs. This is the Japanese poster.
Oh shit! I've never seen that image with the girl before.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. No. Awesome.
There's tons of it's cool. This book is amazing. It has posters from all over. There's one. This is a really cool one with Carl Malden, with the blood splat behind him.
What's the book called again, John?
So this is called Giallo Movie Posters, Volume 2. This is from
Movie
1970 to 1971. If you're a big Giallo film fan like we are, like it has literally every Giallo that came out between those 2 years, and then all of the international posters for said movies. And it's amazing. And the reason I knew about the American thing, I'll show this again here too. You see on the bottom right, you have the pink one and the yellow. That was in America because they really were that convinced that this was going to be such a big hit that they were like, let's put effort into the lobby cards and posters and things like that because this might be big time seller. Let's give people options. Like that's how much faith they went into with this movie. And then I don't know. I mean, one thing before we move on, what was the reception at the time? Like, that's one thing I really couldn't find.
It was just amazing, successul.
It did great.
It doubled Bird with the Crystal Plumage's numbers.
Yeah, it did amazing. And like,
I mean more like critically though. Were people critically thinking it's a great movie as well?
Oh, yeah.
Or was it mixed?
Yeah, they loved it, man.
Oh, did I think it was more. It was more of a success.
They wanted more. That's what I'm saying. Argento became a celebrity.
Yeah,
like he became a celebrity director. You know, like it didn't matter who was in the film. Oh, it's an Argento film. Like it's no more asking who's in the movie. Like, oh, it's Dario Argento. Okay, let's go see.
That's when you know you've made it. If the people start going to see your movie because of who directed it, you made it. Like it's because it's a rare feat, especially now.
Right.
I think it suffers as well for the fact that it is Dario Argento, because we all know his other films. We all love his other films. I mean, if it was just another director, maybe I'd warm to it a little bit more, maybe. But being an Argento film, just over time, you know, you've got the big hitters coming up.
This is Dardano Saccheti's first film, too, man.
His actual first writing credit, was it?
Yes, this is his first writing credit. And, like, I think that's probably a big part of why I like it so much. I can... You know, the characters feel like there's more to them in this one.
Luigi Cozzi did the writing as well. He was helping.
Yeah, Luigi Cozzi he jumped on board with this one, and then they were collaborative for years.
Actually, that's not Luigi Cozzi. They got that shit wrong. That was Luigi Colo, and everybody like if you you look it up on Wikipedia, it's wrong as shit. Troy, I was just reading it in Troy's book. He's like, everybody thinks it's Luigi Cozzi, but no, it's Luigi Colo. And Luigi Colo is the one that introduced Argento to Sacchetti.
I thought that there was the whole story of he had met with Cozzi about this film, and then they were unhappy with how it turned out, and that's why the whole conversation came to be with Four Flies of Luigi come up with the kills, then I'll come up with the rest of it. We'll fill it in from there. At least that's the story I've always heard Dario tell. So I thought Luigi Cozzi was direct, and he is credited on IMDb, which is interesting.
And he spoke about this as well.
Right?
He has actually spoke about doing.
Well, I guess I don't know, man. From what I was reading, it was Luigi Colo and Dardano Sacchetti and Argento. They got film credits because Sacchetti was going to sue Argento because he wouldn't give him a film credit. But
interesting.
That's what I was reading in Troy's book. But
I'll have to look into that. Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, because
I wouldn't second.
I see Luigi written by Luigi Cozzi based on a story as Luigi Colo, and based on Huh. Okay. So if you look at the credits on IMDb, it says based on a story by as Luigi Colo and based on a story by. So he may have went under the pseudonym of Luigi Cozy.
That's what Troy was saying, that a lot of people confuse him, Luigi Colo, for Katsu.
So it's not the same guy then?
No.
And according to these credits, it is the same guy. That is so weird. What
people were saying it was, though. But Troy's like, no, it's not. A lot of people think that, though. I was like, holy shit.
I never knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, you learn something, man. Every
day. For real. We're always learning.
Like that's the only reason I knew it, because I
need to look into that more. That is bizarre if that's the case.
By the way, man, this is a great book, man.
Oh yeah.
The Unsane Cinema.
Yeah.
Of Dario Argento. Murder by Design. It's got every film he's ever made. Like I don't think Dark Glass is not in here, but
you imagine just doing one of those books on Jess Franco? It would have to be like 1,800 volumes.
Oh, they got him.
They've got two. There's two.
They got him. They got him, man.
I have a smaller book of all of Franco films, but like it's not. Yeah. They're super. It's like a paragraph on each movie, and let's move on. Like the book, that extensive.
When it comes to Franco, there's a guy called Dan Shine. He's been on a few of our streams. We do
a
show with him.
Now.
He's in there, is he? I was going to say,
shout out, guys. Dan Shine, man. He's a Franco. He's a Franco fanatic.
Franco nut.
I'm a Franco maniac too.
Yeah. That's what made me think.
But he's like an encyclopedia of all that shit. Like, how many damn films he made? Like 200 that we know about.
I believe it was 200 films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He made films like 2 or 3 at the same time. Like
sure.
Turned the camera around and did another film. Like,
basically,
crazy.
Did you know that Sacchetti threatened to break all Dario Argento's bones? He called him up and told him he was going to break all his bones.
No, but it don't surprise me with some of these fucking Italian guys. They're crazy.
I was like, holy shit.
But like, just before we go on to the next one with this, right? So it grossed $409,000 in its first 5 days in June 1971, released in New York City alone. So it was pretty much a success.
Yeah, they pushed this one in America. I always knew that. I just was curious more so of like the critical, like what did critics say, I guess, but that stuff I couldn't find.
I know just over time it's gone down. Yeah. Over time the critics have gone down on it, but I'm glad Dirk loves it because it's
I do, man. It
would all be boring if it was all the same.
I'm telling you, I told y'all like at the beginning, I feel like these 3 films get stronger as they go. That's how I'm seeing them.
Oh, man, Mateo just hit us with a hard-hitting question right there. That's tough.
Okay.
Best Goblin score, Deep Red, Tenebrae, Sleepless, or Suspiria? For me, it's Deep Red. No doubt about it.
I'd say Suspiria. That's one of the best scores ever. And I really say Dawn of the Dead, but of these options, Suspiria.
Profondo Rosso, man, is like, I don't know what it is about that score, dude. It just
that score is great, dude.
When I hear it, though, I hear it for fucking days. Like, it don't go away.
Yeah. It echoes in your head, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be completely different. I'm going to go Sleepless is my favorite.
3 different answers. I love it.
Cool.
But I obviously love all 4.
Oh, yeah, all those are great.
When I first heard Deep Red, I was like, holy shit. Like, it just...
Suspiria's close.
I got a random off. It's an Argento question, but I'm curious because I never liked the score to this movie. I'm going to ask you, what do you guys think of the Keith Emerson score of Inferno? Because I don't like it at all.
Oh, really?
I fucking love it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, do you love it? Okay.
I love it too, man. I do. I like it.
And I love Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Don't get me wrong. To me, it felt more so like he was trying to be Goblin, and I just didn't. I don't know. It doesn't work for me at all. Like,
so I'll tell you what I like about that score is the taxi scene. Where it's going fucking like all really crazily fast. But I love the theme as well. I'm not going to do it again, man.
The one in
that shit, no one do it.
The one where it's really crescendoing. It's like that one, that part. I'm like, okay, that's a good piece. But as a whole, that score just never worked for me for some reason. I don't know. It was just a outlier for me. But I know I'm definitely in the minority.
I wonder if it's the direction, though. I wonder if they were like, hey, we want you to be like Goblin. Like, I don't know. Because I can see that point, though. It does feel like a Goblin score in a way.
Right. I tell you what, an underrated score as well. I think me and John probably talked about it when we done the stream. Is the Bill Wyman part, the Phenomena at the start. when she's in the fucking hills in Austria.
Dude,
Oh, in opera, yeah.
That's one of my favorite pieces of music. Like it really is. I could play that.
It
all
sounds
the time.
like some
I
kind of
saw
meditation shit or something, don't it?
Yeah. It's unique. It's unique.
Yeah.
When Argento came to New York City, and it was the NYC/United States premiere of Black Glasses, I was there, and they played opera. That was the world premiere of the 4K of opera, followed by Phenomena. And seeing some of that in the theater with a crowd, like it just elevated to something that you cannot get the same effect of at home. Like you can get a version of it, and it could be damn well good, but man, that was the best time. That particular sequence you're mentioning, I was like, this is why we go to the cinema. Like the feeling I felt.
God.
That's just something.
I'd love to see any of these films.
I envy you, like, because I'm a massive opera fan as well. I think John knows.
Yeah.
I envy you seeing those two like that. I mean, I'd love to get the chances.
Oh, dude, I wish you could have been there. And the for Argento to come out for the Q&A and all that, like, so freaking cool. Like, that was a really cool day in New York City. And I'm happy. I'm sad I didn't get to meet him because that was probably my only chance. But at the same time, it wasn't like it was a meet and greet. It was just he came out, he waved, answered some questions, and left. So it wasn't a situation of I had a chance or anything. But
That's
to be in the maestro's presence and watch his movies with literally hundreds of other Argento fans that's to
awesome.
Me is cool.
That's priceless. You can't put a
Exactly.
money on that.
Exactly.
I would literally fly over for something like that. I'd save up and fly over maybe if that ever became a possibility. But it does worry me now, the fact that he's 85, is he? He's mid-80s.
Yep.
It does worry me. I know he had a bit of a health scare early on last year, I think it was. But touch wood, he's doing okay. I know he's planning on doing another film.
Yeah, I've heard that too. In El Panico, he mentions he wants to do another film.
Yeah, that was a good documentary. He's
was a really
in
good
that like hotel, isn't he? And I think they brought Asia back as well. I think isn't she in the documentary? She comes on there and talks a little bit.
I saw, I will say about that documentary, you see some raw footage that I never saw before. Like you see this really raw footage of him behind the scenes of Phantom of the Opera with her, like directing her. Yeah. I never saw it before. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I would rather watch this raw footage of this than the Phantom of the Opera. Like I started cracking up laughing. I was like, holy shit, give me like 20 minutes of this and I'll skip the movie. That's what Argento I don't even own. I own
it. At all. I got the Blu-ray, the who put that?
And that's literally just got a release coming up, haven't it now? It was yesterday.
Yeah, Vinegar just put it out. So
Did you really?
Yeah.
How much was it? $50?
Oh yeah.
Probably like 30 or 40 pounds.
I gotta look that up.
Probably 56.
I will get it eventually, but I'll wait for it to come.
I was probably loaded with extras.
I want to own all Argentos, despite that one being.
Well, you know now that
hold on just a second, y'all. Hold on just a second. I want to give everybody a chance to remember to do this.
Faster.
All right, yeah, I had to get some of that in there.
Dude, I can't believe there's actually a 4K of Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, it is, man. I was like, what the?
Do you know what? I've got to give it
the
credit.
Card Player's got a 4K too.
Phantom looks amazing. The actual film, like the way it's shot and everything, is amazing. It's just fucking awful. The
rat
film.
Sex.
Oh, it's awful. That
rat stuff with the comedy shit.
And then the little troll people. What
running around, fucking
weird shit, man.
But I'll give it another go in 4K.
It's not
I don't pay the top price for it.
I mean, it's weird, but it's not a good weird because I like weird. I'm a weird. I like some weird shit, but that's not a good weird. You know what I'm saying?
Boring.
Like I don't even get that weird.
Yeah. Sex
that's
with
gotta be bothering.
Shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
check the fuck out.
I can at least get enjoyment out of Dracula 3D. I do. I find some of it entertaining.
Oh man,
entertainingly bad.
Rutger Hauer and shit.
Yeah.
I can laugh at that.
But Phantom, you're just sat there watching it, and you're thinking, "Fucking," you're waiting for the fucking time to go by.
Yeah,
it's so boring.
It does drag. The cave scenes and all that's fucking great. The location's fucking awesome.
Argento, she looks amazing in the film.
Oh, dude,
costume design, all that shit's good. But
yeah,
what the fuck you was thinking, man?
I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey,
he said that he was in a library and he seen a little mouse in the library. That's how he got the idea. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. But
That does
anyway.
not surprise me with him.
But yeah, man, I guess we're gonna move on to Four Flies, huh? Four Flies on Grey Velvet.
Yeah, this is going to be a love fest, I think, for everyone.
Yeah, man. Look at this one, man. This is the German steelbook. Look at.
Oh fuck! I Dirk does
give
it
me
every
full
time,
screen. I
man.
gotta see that. Oh, dude, I've never seen that cover.
Yeah, that's one release I wish I'd have got.
I love that. What's the back look like?
That sold out really quickly as well.
Yeah, I think I bought this one off Amazon from France. I think it came from France.
I think you and Chris, like our buddy Chris, is the only guys I've seen with that version.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
You can see it a little better there.
Yeah.
But it's a 4K as well, but it's only the 4K. But yeah,
that's
nice.
awesome.
Nice.
But yeah, it's this is my favorite of the three. It is. It definitely is.
Did you realize with this one though, right? So 20 years ago, this was near enough impossible to see. It never had.
I wanted to ask more about that because I remember for the longest time the Mondo release and the yellow case, right?
Yeah.
But that was hard to find for a long time. What was the reason for the distribution issues with this movie?
It was Paramount, I think, was the studio.
Yep.
And then they were just a nightmare, you know, as they usually are now anyway. But that was the big thing. They just couldn't get it released. There was this really muddy, horrible like bootleg that I had for the longest time. But then Maya Communications came out with a DVD in America, which I got, and it didn't look great, to be honest, on that. And then Dirk just showed that I got the same one. This changed fucking everything.
Right? Yeah, I've got
this release. Yeah,
man,
amazing release.
It's a great release. It's got the 4 discs, and I like how it has a fly on each disc. Like it has one fly, and then the next disc is 2 flies, and third, and so on. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, literally. So 20 years ago, you could not have seen this film in any way, shape, or form, really.
And I had the shitty Shameless release.
I was Shameless. It wasn't Mondo.
Yeah.
It was Shameless. That's right.
Shameless, the yellow cover.
It was a bad transfer, man. It was horrible. But
the only time I ever saw it prior to this 4K was there was a bootleg, like Darren had mentioned, and it was literally you didn't have a full screen, you didn't have a wide screen, you had like a square screen, like in the middle of the television screen that you watched on. No matter what TV you watched on, it was a square of the act, and I was just like, I've seen bootlegs, but this is unwatchable.
Oh yeah,
Deep Red has one too. There's a bad bootleg of Deep Red in the States too, where it has the same issue. So I guess they must have been the same person or something. Just get watch it in a square. And I remember giving it like 10 minutes and being like, this is not right. So I never saw it until this particular release. And
shit.
Okay.
No, I mean you got to be honest. I mean, there was no other way to. We didn't stream anywhere, and the only other option was bootleg. So, yeah, I missed out on a long time for this one. But it thankfully, once I finally got around to it, I thought it was fantastic.
Awesome. Man.
Oh, it's a great
I think
film.
correct me if I'm wrong, man. I think this is when Argento got in trouble. Like he has this famous quote. He said, I like women, especially beautiful ones. If they have a good face and figure, I would much prefer to watch them being murdered than an ugly girl or a man.
So, Jesus Christ. You imagine if you said that today? Like,
yeah, no.
He'd be cancelled. He'd be cancelled, wouldn't he, in a heartbeat? Like,
that's what they were calling him, a misogynist, and saying that, you know, and that was his response to that. And I was
like, when you mentioned him getting in trouble, I thought you were going to tell a story of his first marriage sort of ended. Of this movie, which is fucking crazy. The whole story goes that he and his wife attended the premiere, and once you know who the killer is, I guess we'll get into that. But basically, the killer resembled his wife quite a bit, and they got home, and there was a whole altercation where she said, "You really hate me, don't you?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Well, I just watched the movie, and I could see you hate me." And he was like, "What?" And then it came into a whole argument, and their marriage fucking ends. And then he meets his next wife on the set of Profondo Rosso and Daria. So
absolutely, because
this movie sort of ended his first marriage in a lot of ways, or at least was the boiling point.
Because his wife looked like Mimsy, and then he had the same haircut as Michael Brandon,
right.
and And like everybody while they're making the movie, they're thinking that shit is what I understand. And like yeah, like you said. But no, man, he said he did it subconsciously.
Yeah, I heard him say that too. He did it subconsciously. It wasn't like intentional, but then once he did it, he was like, "Oh yeah!" Like,
so they sat in some fucking cinema watching this, and his wife's next to him thinking, "Oh shit!" Like, this is not.
So
good.
I wonder, like, did he? Was that was her cousin, or like the chick that's in the?
That was her cousin.
Yeah,
yes,
the cousin. Yeah.
I'm wondering if that was like real too, like in real life. If that was
well, you never know.
That lady became Daria eventually, a couple years later.
Right, but no, man. You got the cinematographer on this one, man, Franco Di Giacomo, and he did films like Who Saw Her Die, 1972.
Yeah, fucking love that film.
Plot of Fear, which I haven't seen yet. We're gonna get on that pretty soon. 1976.
I love that one as well. Yeah.
Hitchhike, David Hess' favorite
that's
film.
A great movie.
1977. Amityville 2. He shot that as well, man.
With Damiano.
Yeah. And another movie that I've never seen, but I've heard about, and I'm just interested, just off the title, When Women Had Tails.
Okay. No, I've never heard of that.
Prehistoric comedy. I don't know. I'll probably check it out one day.
He did actually shoot The Killer Must Kill Again, which we mentioned earlier as well.
Luigi Cozy Joint, which was right after this. I mean, only a couple years after this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But
so you got the same score as well, Ennio Morricone.
Yeah.
In terms of like the cast, I think I fucking love the cast of this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Michael Brandon. I know Michael Brandon because he was in like a UK cop show called Dempsey and Makepeace. So that's when I first, this was during the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew his face when I first saw this. I'm like, where do I know him from, And Mimsy Farmer, I think her best film is actually The Perfume of the Lady in Black, but this is not far behind.
You know what, man?
About Eva
I don't know,
Darren.
I don't like Mimsy Farmer.
Really?
I really don't. I think her best performance though is Autopsy.
That's up there. That's up there for me.
I'll give her that. But I don't like her. I don't know what it is about her. I'm not a believer in her. But she's not the reason why I love this film.
I will say that she's got kind of only a few expressions on her face.
Yeah.
But you talk about Eva Renzi in The Bird with the Crystal Plumage. Like, she's just as good at the end, I think.
I agree. I think you get more of a monologue here than you do with Bird with Crystal Plumage. Like Bird with Crystal Plumage, you get a lot of maniacal laughter, but this is you hear the whole explanation from her, and it's very personal. I love how she did. I think she did a great job in this.
Yeah, I don't know. Perfume, I think, is a stronger performance, so I'll say that.
I think that's her best film, but this is not far behind. I even like her in Fulci's Black Cat.
I like her better than that. I like her better than that. Yeah.
Yeah. She,
I'm just not a Mimsy Farmer guy. I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you one film she's awful in. It's Diodatos Body Count.
Fuck yeah, dude. Her and Hess both. Her and Hess are like,
they both suck in that.
They're eating out of the same shit,
American. It doesn't feel like an Italian film whatsoever. Like, it feels very American, like Jason knockoff movie. That's a weird one. That still has never seen the light of day, I don't think.
I'd love to see it because I love that score. That score in Body Count is the best thing of the film.
Yeah.
But did you realize Mimsy Farmer, she went on to be like a sculptor on films, and she did Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like blown away when I seen that.
I didn't know that.
Shit. Yeah.
Very artistic. Hold on a second. Just a second, man. I got the mayor in here. He said, I'm so annoyed. Argento was at Texas Frightmare Weekend the year before I went, and a friend of mine hung out with Dario outside the hotel smoking. And he's not even an Argento fan.
That's how it goes.
That sucks, man.
Yeah,
that sucks.
And Akers is saying, make Freddie an opera.
Make Freddie an opera or in opera?
I don't know. I wonder how Shameless's new 4K of Four Flies looks. I have their previous Blu-ray. It's got to be a step up. I was
tempted to get it, but yeah. I mean, I think this is the definitive edition.
Yeah, and then the amount I spent on this and the whole controversy of Severed Films selling these under the table. Alpha Romero told me a horror story where they were like, "Oh, you can buy this for $90 at one of the
90. Fuck.
Really?
I was like, dude, if I was there, it would not have been good.
It must be a region thing because look, because I go to Texas Frightmare. I haven't been in a couple years now, but when I see Severin at Texas Frightmare, everything's a lot cheaper, like than it is on the site. Like they cut me deals. Like if I drop down $200 or something, they'll give me a stack of shit. Like it's crazy.
Well, I will say for their normal stuff, I would absolutely echo what you're saying. Like I went to the She Killed in Ecstasy. It had a 4K screening a few months ago in the city, and I went for that, and they had all their stuff, and they were offering deals and stuff. But when I'm saying like a general convention, when you see this there, it's absurdly priced. At least from anyone I've spoken to, I'd be curious if you came across this at a.
I did. I bought 4 copies.
Dirk got me a copy.
Yeah.
Oh, did you buy for how much? If you don't mind me asking, how much was each copy?
I got him. He cut me a deal. I think it was like
only 60, something like that, 65 maybe, something like that.
So 65 per.
I think it was like 60 a piece or something.
60.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's about like I spent 55, I think, on the initial because it was apparently a site exclusive sale, and then it didn't sell the way they thought. So that's what happened. So that was a whole contract. 55, 60. Okay, that's what I paid for.
But he cut me a deal because I did that. Like when I did that, I had got a stack of other films for like, and I was talking David Gregory of all people. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, he hooked me up, man. He did.
90 would be a good price for that now, actually. If you think about it, people would snap.
I don't know what they're worth.
Snap their arm off. Gotta be way more than 90.
That it is crazy to spend that. Yeah.
But this kind of just for me, I think it's worth it. I really do.
Yeah.
I'd even pay 90 for it. It's worth it, man.
I'll say on this one, man. This one here is like the darkest, like. It even tells you when you first put it on to turn all the lights off. It's like the blacks in this film is like, holy shit, man. The creepy mask of the killer, like man. It's some nerve jarring shit, man. I dig. This is my favorite of the 3 for sure, no doubt about it.
Yeah, no, I like that. It opens up with the musical, like they're playing the drums and he kills the little fly in the drum set with the cymbals. I thought that was cool. It has a good opening to it. It feels like almost a precursor to Deep Red in that vibe, with the whole rock band stuff like that.
Yep,
and then of course just walk through the streets following this guy and then into this whole mess. And I like the idea of the killer not using him for the general giallo tropes, right? Of greed and I want your money. Instead, I'm doing this to psychologically fuck with you. And that's the kind of motivation for him, the killer here. I loved that. I thought that was such a unique way to do it. Like, I'm doing this to torture you and enjoy it. Like, that's such a unique setup for a giallo. And also, to me, in all 3 of these movies, and I do enjoy all 3 of these movies, the most outstanding sequence in any of them is that park scene in this movie. Like that park scene.
Yeah.
That to me is Dario Argento at his best. Like you can't beat that fucking park scene. It's so
she's going through that narrow with the spider webs and shit.
And the whole ideology of like, okay, I'm smarter than you. I'll call you on the phone. I'm in a public park. The kids playing. There's people making out. There's music coming from the sound. And then each one is taken away, right?
It just goes completely fucking dark. The wind comes in.
Right. The supernatural elements start kicking in and shit. Like, and
so
it's not
good.
It's ambiguous.
Very much like there's a scene in The Leopard Man that I think Dario kind of based it off.
Yeah, he
admitted
to that, yeah.
Yeah. What I like about it is you don't really see her getting killed. You hear the fucking screams over this wall where you got this couple trying to, this guy tries to climb up the wall to save her and that. No, I agree, man. I think.
But what do we always say? I mean, that's one of those tropes too. Like, you don't try to blackmail a fucking killer.
No,
right. And the whole motivation is you fucking look like my father. You know what I mean? It's like, but it kind of works. It does work. It really works. I wasn't even thinking.
Well, that's something a real psychopath would do. I think that's why it works so well. It's a psychotic fucking motive.
Right.
I mean, I love the part where the guy tells a story about the fucking beheading, and he keeps having these fucking nightmares of this guy being beheaded.
Dude.
And that comes into play right at the fucking end with her.
Right.
Like, it's like foreshadowing the film.
So Argento, like, they asked him, like, what's that all about? The scene where, you know, you see the guy getting beheaded in Iraq or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't even know. I'm just fascinated with beheadings. Like, he didn't even know why he put it in there.
What an answer.
And I was like, what the shit? But did you know that
good as answer as any, yeah.
When they shot that scene originally, they had a bunch of camels. And it was downhill, and they're in a real mosque.
Oh, that totally was a real mosque.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
They got all these. They brought all these camels in, and for that scene, and all the camels started pissing, man. Like so they had to get the hell out of there in like 30 minutes. Like they say, wrap it up in 30 minutes. Get the hell out of here, basically. So,
shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like the look, like.
But it is cool, like
killer as well.
The premonition shit with that, you know, like you're like, what? Just from a conversation he heard at a party, it done seeped into his subconscious, I guess, and he keeps.
I think too with this movie, the horrors of paranoia play a big part of it as well. Like I like how paranoid he is to the point where he tackles the telegram deliverer, and he's like, "What do you want from me?" And the guy's like, "I'm trying to deliver a package." And there's the one lady across the street that's, "I'm getting all this Swedish pornography. I'll have your head." You know, she's so upset about all of this, and like a great character in this movie that doesn't get enough love is the gay detective who he does go, or I guess PI, technically detective that's never cracked the case.
Never solved the case,
Never solved the case before. I love that character. I thought he was great at it. And of course, that he does crack the case, but then he gets cracked himself. Like really good how all that's set up and delivered. And what was that actor's name? Because I thought he did a tremendous job. That guy did a great job.
Looking there, if I got it written down, I'm not sure. Have you got it written down to it or no?
No, I don't.
I will find it. No worries.
But I'm trying to think now what his name is, but it'll come to me. But with the comedy stuff in this, I didn't find this as jarring as the others. Like you know, the postman is a bit kind of. Yeah, it is what it is.
What about when they're shopping for coffin? When they're at the coffin place where they're selling coffins?
I know. I could have done without that, to be honest.
Yeah, like the fucking. It's a little. I mean, it don't bother me though. Really, not too bad. The Godfrey character.
Oh, that fucking hallelujah! When that character's first seen and you get the hallelujah, that pissed me off. To be honest.
I got his name, by the way, Jean-Pierre Marielle.
Yeah, he's a French actor.
Oh yeah.
I love, like, he's like, "Oh, I'll pay for the guy's lunch," and he's like, "What do you have?" "Oh, 3 steaks, 2 sandwiches, and a bottle of beer." He's just like, "Son of a bitch!" Like, yeah, appetite to you, man. I don't know.
I will say the comedy works in that fight where he gets his final demise in the toilets in the railway station. And he realizes he solved the fucking case, but he's gonna die with a smile on his face.
Exactly. It's bittersweet. I solved it, but I'm dead. Like it's that whole thing. I thought too the character that played the cousin, I thought she was really pretty. That scene was pretty heartbreaking, and that ultimately leads to the whole discovery of them. The last thing she saw, and they look with that technology to see the thing, and it appears to be 4 flies. That what a weird, convoluted thing, but I thought it was also really creative way to
genius.
solve it.
Well, I see Mateo's comment. He says, 4 Flies is just great. Mimsy Farmer acting is a great surprise. The idea of the last image imprinted in the eye was unfortunately used in Wild Wild West as well.
That's right. Yeah.
But you talk about that scene with her, the cousin. Her death and her demise, where she sees the fucking reflection in the fucking killer's knife.
Yeah,
it doesn't get much better than that
that's
as well.
Awesome, that's also I love her head hitting the fucking steps as she gets sliced across the forehead, you know, and
which Fulci actually copied in is it The Beyond or one of them with Tatiana McCall when she's House by the Cemetery.
House by the Cemetery.
Yeah. So.
But there man, dude, the blacks in this film, like the shadows and the dark scene when the killer's whispering.
Yeah.
to
Superb.
him. When
Yeah,
the
some
killers,
of the like the one with the knife.
yeah, hell
Here.
yeah.
You could see that, and then one towards this way. But that was one of the American ones actually that it was done for. But there, I mean, tons of really good stuff too. I actually really like this. They actually put the fly on the eye. I think that's really cool. It's like
Oh, I've never
purple.
seen that
Oh
one
shit,
either.
yeah.
Really cool.
Oh.
Some of the artwork for this, but yeah, no, that scene, the way it was all done, I loved it. She's peeking through the the creak in the door, and she's kind of like doing everything right, and only to get hit in the head. And then I like how they shot her falling down the steps, like each step.
I very much can see in that scene, in that sequence, it looks like Halloween in the closet. Like,
yeah,
it really.
I was thinking Black Christmas as well. Like it's got a similar type.
Yeah,
because it's all done in the blacks, isn't it? Like really dark, and you've got the shadows and all that.
It is, man. It's when the killer's whispering to him, he's strangling him. Like,
another great scene.
You, but I'm not gonna.
I kill you whenever I want. Yeah.
So did you guys like first time you saw this? Did you work out the killer? Because I didn't.
No.
Even though you look back on it and you think, well, that's kind of obvious now, but
right.
I'll be honest,
a lot
all
of
three of these
films
first
since,
time I saw it, maybe I was lousy at guessing killers. I didn't guess the
Mm-hmm.
killer in any of the three the first time I watched it, if I'm being honest.
No, exactly, yeah.
I got a funny little story that Argento mentioned about Rambaldi, the special effects guy. Him and his wife, he said that there was other special effects people, but they weren't on this level as Rambaldi. He went on to do E.T. and shit like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, they got stopped one night, him and his wife, Rambaldi, and they had all these fake bodies in the van. They got stopped by the police. And then the police was like questioning them for their papers and shit. And Rambaldi had to start pulling the arms and stuff off the bodies to prove that they weren't real. And shit.
Oh my God, that's great. Let me ask you this question, because it seems like we're all pretty much on the same page. If this is a really, really good movie, and we'll get to the finale because that's quite something else. And there's also a Jolly that I think it borrowed from when we get there. This, in Dario's mind, was going to be his last Jolly. Like he moved on after this to do his idea was, let's do comedy. Like, I want to do a comedy. And then because that flopped, he goes right back to the well, what got him to the dance with Profondo Rosso. And then it's like the whole, to me, Profondo Rosso kicks off the prime. Like, these three movies, all really good, solid, but the prime run is like Deep Red to Opera to me is the prime.
See, I do got another hot take. I'd put Four Flies over Deep Red.
And me.
Wow.
I would as well.
Yeah.
Well, no, totally. That's understandable.
It's right there with it.
My question more is, in a world where, let's say, the 5 days did well, do you think Dario would have continued going down the road that he eventually goes down? Or do you think he would have stuck with doing different types of films that are not necessarily Jolly/horror?
I think he would have always come back to it.
I think I think he truly loves the genre, like the thriller, the horror, I think he truly does, where other directors, a lot of them don't. Like, they're just doing it for a paycheck, right?
But it seemed like he heard the noise,
went back to it. So sorry, go on, John.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was going to say, he kind of went back to it in the Doorways into Darkness TV series as well. I think that was what, 73.
El Tram, which was right after this. That's right.
That was that. I think the Doorway into Darkness was that after the days.
Yes, that was in between this and the 5 days. El Tram.
Yeah. But
I guess I was going to more say, like, it seemed like he was a director that heard the noise, right? Like, he hears the noise of the 5 days wasn't very good. He went, okay, fuck it, I'll go back. And then he hears the noise of, okay, people didn't really like Inferno. He didn't particularly like Inferno. I'll go back and do, like, it seemed like he kept going back to what he was best at, as opposed to continuing to go down the roads that maybe he creatively wanted to. At least that's how I always saw it. Like, I wonder, what if he liked Inferno? Would we have gotten Mother of Tears in 1982 instead of Tenebra? It just seemed like he heard the noise of whatever people reacted to his movies in, and this is one where it was so highly praised and the next one wasn't, so it feels like he went back to the well, and I'm happy he did, Profondo Rosso, but it just makes me wonder, in a parallel world, would he have made more non-genre films?
That's a good question. I think he would have gone back.
He might have, but I don't know if he could have. You know, because I've talked about this with other people. Like, you know, you got journeyman, like what? Not journeyman, but like Fulci could direct all kinds of different genres. I don't think Argento could. I really don't. Like, because he's really, which not a bad, not a knock against him, but that's just his. This is his thing. This is his baby.
Yeah, I agree. He was the best at it for sure. It is. I think you make a good point. Fulci, this was a pit stop for Fulci, like one on top of the other. Lizard and Woman's Skin, and then of course, you know, he would return to it in The Sidekick years later after Duckling. But it felt like more of a pit stop, whereas Fulci was always kind of monkey see, monkey do. Oh, adventure films, I'll do White Fang. Oh, you know, The Shining came out, let me do House by the Cemetery. Like, he always was one of those guys where it was like, let me one up what's coming out because I can do it better. That was his mentality. Fuck you, I'm Lucio Fulci, I can do it better. And whether
just like Tenebrae, he puts out New York Ripper.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could do
you got a mean ass film. You got a mean fucking film. I'm gonna show you a mean film. You know? Like,
yeah. And then whereas Dario was more like, let me do what I do. And I think maybe for Dario, that was the smartest thing, right? Like, it seems like when he went away from it, other than Suspiria, there's always kind of mixed. I've heard people love Phenomena. I've heard people that fucking hate Phenomena.
I've never understood why people hate Phenomena. Unless it's because of the US cut Creepers, which is got all the gore cut out. You know?
I think a lot of it's because it's like a lot of things, and a lot of people just can't deal with that. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different things in one film. Like,
it's a giallo film, but yeah,
it's
like
a giallo.
It's like an animal attack.
Damn fucking supernatural. I mean,
it has a lot of the fantasy film elements. It has the great heavy metal, the switch of the blade, and like that's why I love Phenomena. To me, Phenomena is a much more focused. It's a mess in a way, but it's a great mess because there's so many good things.
It is. It's like a greatest hits of all his films. Right. Like when we were talking about it, you know, a few years back. My sweet spot with Argento was probably, and I love 2 out of 3 of these films. You know, my sweet spot is obviously 77 till right up until 96. Actually, I'm not, you know, but I would take Two Evil Eyes out of that equation completely.
I got the cliche. My favorite Argento is Suspiria. I mean, it's the
I would agree. Yeah.
That was my favorite Argento. That was actually my favorite film for a long time.
Best film that he's made. But that's just me.
I don't know. I can't remember whether Suspiria was my favorite at the time I talked to John all those years ago. But like in recent years, Opera is now my number one.
Right.
I believe, maybe Opera was at the time. I forget, honestly. It's crazy how many years. It doesn't feel like that long ago.
No, it's probably about 5 years ago.
Isn't it crazy? And like how fucking fast.
I remember like preparing for it like as if it was yesterday. But crazy, man. But no, Opera for me is like, there's something about that fucking film. The music, I love everything. Like, you know, the lead actress.
Christiana Markovic is fucking great.
Oh, man.
Opera's a great. But to me, that's the last like masterpiece for me. Like that's the last masterpiece. Where I like a lot of his films after, but to me that's the closing of the prime. But it seems like for both of you, it went on a little bit longer in your eyes. Like at least.
I would put Stendhal as like a minor masterpiece. You know,
I would say so too.
I would say Sleepless, man.
I think Sleepless is a great film. I mean, the opening to Sleepless is as good as fucking any fucking opening you'll
Max
see.
von Sydow too, man.
That train sequence is fucking like
Max von Sydow too.
It seemed like he was able to turn the clock back way better than some of the other masters, so to speak. Like you know, John Carpenter towards the 2000s just didn't work for me personally. Like I don't like Ghost of Mars. Like I know his Master of Horror. One of them is really liked the Absolute Demon, the cigarette burns. But then there's the one he did like, oh God, Pro-Life or something. That was terrible.
Pro-Life about the
and then the Ward. Dario, there were spurts where it was like, holy shit, man, he still got it. You know.
Yeah.
I like Trauma more than most people.
We go to bat for Trauma.
We got to talk about the Four Flies, the scene at the end.
Oh yeah, the ending. Yeah,
with that special camera. Yeah, that special camera.
The way that is shot.
It's so weird though, where you see that split in it, right? even on the.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing they can do about it. They
No, you can't.
got a line, but man, that's holy. I think Salvatore Argento like got pissed off because they destroyed like 7-8 cars trying to
Did
get.
they really? I didn't know it was that many cars.
Yeah, 7 or 8 cars. They completely kept doing that. The way it's described with that camera is they had to dip that film in oil, and it is only like a 3 to 4 minute. They could only film for 3 to 4 minutes,
Right.
And then, but they kept fucking it up, so they destroyed like 6, 7, 8 cars, some shit, and Salvatore was fucking pissed.
No, it's funny too.
With all the money. You know?
The monologue is great from Mimsy and the whole reasoning. It's just wild. But the decapitation itself, I don't know about you guys. It kind of reminds you of Umberto Lenzi's Orgasmo, aka Paranoia, at the end when they crash and get fucking killed. I watched it this time. I went, oh shit! I was like, I wonder if because that was predating this. I believe that was 69.
It was
70.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's something that you guys all night have been mentioning ones where you felt that maybe something borrowed from the other. That for sure here for me at least.
Yeah.
I think in this one it's done so cleverly though, because in the writing, like we mentioned earlier, with the beheading scene, and it's kind of poetic justice that this happens to her. But you kind of like early on in the film, you're rooting for like Michael Brandon's kind of character, but then when he does that dirty deed with her cousin.
Yeah,
you're kind of like, no, he's, you're not with him anymore type thing.
Right.
But with her and the reveal of her father wanting her to be a boy, and was it her real father or not even sure? And she spent.
It was her stepfather.
Yeah. She spent time in a mental institution and all that. I found that I kind of warmed to her character, even though she was the fucking killer. Do you know what I mean? It kind of went from being for her husband and then going back to her.
Right. There's always the part, if you explain any villain's tragic or crazy backstory, there's a part of you that feels bad about it. Like, oh shit, like you went through hell. You were in a straitjacket in a padded room in an asylum, and your dad wanted you to be something that you weren't biologically born to be. So that, totally. Your heart goes out to her in that moment, but then you realize she's also pretty much lost whatever of her mind is there.
Well, I don't know, Darren, man. I don't know if I sympathize with her ass because look, just for the simple fact of this, all right. So she kills their damn cat, dude. What the fuck, dude? She kills her own fucking cat.
I didn't know where he was going with that.
She kills her own damn cat. So like,
but that end sequence, though, the way it's fucking shot, and then that fucking lullaby theme just kicks in. The music is fucking amazing. I just
it is.
It's just like when I see that now, when I see the music kicking in, I get like goose pimples. Like it's that good a fucking scene, that good an ending.
I love the stalking scenes, the creepy mask and shit, man. The Italian trailer for this movie is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
It is. You see a fucking meat cleaver chopping the mask and shit, like. I don't know, man.
I'm not sure I've seen that trailer, actually.
You got to check it out. Yeah, it's worth checking out for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. 4 flies, man. All day long, dude. It's a 9 out of 10 for me, for sure.
Okay.
I'd come in at like an 8.5. I think it's an 8.5 for me.
Okay.
I think, I'm like, it's like an 8, maybe an 8.5. But I do kind of. It seems funny now talking about it. It seems like I like this one more than Bird, but I kind of would just slightly put Bird over it, but there's not much in it. They're both like 8.5 for me. It's only the little bit of comedy, stuff in his films that kind of stop them from being a 9 or a 10.
Right.
Not so much for this one.
When you look back at these though, and then you look at his other work later on, these are pretty tame as far as like.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Cruelty and like mean,
especially
shit.
Cat o' Nine. Like a lot of people they talk about with Argento, they bring up the Suspiria, like the knife going into the heart and the woman being hung, or they mention some of the brutality in some of his other films, like Tenebrae, and that crane shot of the two and the mirror. That's not really in a lot of, especially Cat o' Nine, is just you really get a lot of strangulations. You get a little bit of it in Bird, a little bit of it here, but it definitely would grow. I think Deep Red was the movie where it was first like, okay, once you get to the end where that guy is, hung by the cord and dragged along the streets, and like that's when it was like, okay, the gloves have come off now. Like I see where you're going with this.
That lift scene in Deep Red, I will admit, is one of the best.
Shit, man, that's
one of the best ever.
Right.
But yeah, he did up the violence from Deep Red onwards.
I think he had to though, because everything
like opera
around
is really violent at places as well.
Opera is when I first saw Opera and the stab like here to that one guy, I jumped off the couch. I was like, holy shit! Like that was
see the fucking Mother knife going up.
Shit.
Mother of Tears.
When that
crazy.
That scene with the lesbian couple,
Yeah. And Udo Kier, may he rest in peace, with the cleaver. Right. Just keep fucking. I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah,
I don't mind Mother of Tears. I know it gets a lot of shit, but I do like it.
I think to me that's his last great movie. Like I wish he had retired after that movie, and I would be like, bravo, like that's it. I really
get to see Daria Nicolodi, knowing like. Especially watching it now, you can imagine Aja seeing that film. And
what's funny about Daria Nickelodeon, that is she's basically like Obi-Wan Kenobi Force Ghost. Like she's just like,
right.
No! Like,
yeah, funny.
That always makes me laugh. I'm like, Jesus, this was a bad.
That was kind of sad.
R.I.P. Daria Nickelodeon.
Yeah, man.
Man, we're going to be doing a stream on her at some point.
Yeah, we got to do a retro on her.
Time. Oh, are you doing a stream? Oh, dude, that's a great idea. I think that would be great.
Yeah. You'll be welcome on, John, if we do it down the line, if you want to jump on as well.
Honestly, a night talking with you guys is a night off for me, and I mean that in the best way. It's just a bunch of people talking about passion, so that is honestly, I'd be honored. So always a good time with you guys.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, because I think you both of you are a little bit more down on Dark Glasses than I am.
I'm not down on it.
No, but you wouldn't put it, say, above Cat and Nine Tails, which I find surprising.
I would.
What about you, John? Where would it? Dark Glasses kind of.
I wouldn't say I'm down on the film either. It's certainly a step up from Dracula 3D. Certainly a step up from Giallo.
Yeah.
To me, what Dark Glasses was like severely missing was an identity of its own. Like a lot of these movies, like I say, especially with Giallo, I love the motive at the end. The why were you doing this? That movie was lacking that, and I also felt it lacked in terms of brutality. It just felt like a by the numbers Giallo, which isn't a bad thing, but from Dario, from the maestro, I expect something to make it stand out a little bit different, right? Like opera. Standard Giallo in the opera house, but there are things that make it stand out. That I shot of the needles, right, and the girl in terror.
Oh
you can't close your eyes. You have to watch.
Yeah, it's
like little
amazing.
Things like that he did throughout his whole career. That's what was missing for me in Dark Glasses. I just felt it was lacking a little bit of personality and that oomph to kind of make it set.
Yeah, on paper it sounds amazing. I mean, you got an eclipse.
Yeah,
like.
I mean, I like the film a lot. I do think the actual motive at the end is a little bit stupid.
Right.
But no, I mean, you get to see Argento again as well. A little bit older.
Sure. But, listen, I saw it literally in its United States premiere, so I was like really wanting to get into it, and I walked out. It's like a 5 out of 10 for me.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's like average, but compared to like I would say I like Cat o' Nine. There's more in Cat o' Nine that I would point to before I'd even attempt to point to things in Black Glass.
I feel like he's getting his bearings in Cat. That's what I feel like.
It feels like way more experimental with the editing, with the style, with the story, with the character. Like it feels like he tried to address other avenues that he, after that, never really went down. So I think that's why it feels and sticks out like a sore thumb a little bit, because there's no other Argento movie really like it overall.
Right.
So what's your overall rankings with these three then? I know we've all given our.
I would say Bird with Crystal Plumage coming at the #1 slot. I love this movie. Great directorial debut. I would say Four Flies on Grey Velvet, a very, very good ending to a trilogy. And Cat o' Nine, which is middle of the road, but glass half full. I would say like a 6 out of 10. That would be how I'd rank these three.
And the way
I'm bang on. I'm exactly the same.
Well, see, for me, it's the way they came out, So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this would be not the way they came out. This is the number one for me. Four Flies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
In reverse way they came out.
The
Yeah.
reverse way. Yeah. Yeah.
Cat of Nine, and then Bird, for sure.
Okay, that's different, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's
I think
that's what I
Dario.
said. I told you it was gonna be different tonight, man. I mean, when I watched all three, because I watched these
yeah.
like 2 days. Like I watched all three of these within 2 days.
So what was the order before then? So it would have been four. It would have been Bird, would it?
No, it would have been Four Flies. It would have been Four Flies. Four Flies stayed where it's at. Then it would have been Bird.
But the other two rotated.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Bird and Cat changed places. But I think I felt I like that relationship, man. I think it's that strong. I think there's more at stake. You know, when you're like first watching the film, I guess. You put myself in that mind state or whatever. But
sure.
I think I showed this before we come on here, but if people are watching, like there's a book, Maitland Madonna, Broken Mirrors, Broken Minds, that I highly recommend. She's this New York writer.
Yeah.
She's on Facebook now. She's fucking amazing writer, Maitland Madonna. So if people want to check that out, I don't know if you guys have got any stuff you want to show off. Dirk beat me to it. You beat me to it. I've got a few things. I don't know if you guys want to show anything you got off for Christmas.
No, I haven't grabbed anything really lately. Go ahead.
Okay. I only got a few. I'm just going to show off quickly.
I think I've showed all this stuff that I got over here. Yeah.
I got the new edition of Dark Side, the Christmas edition.
Okay.
I highly recommend people to get this because there's not so much in it this one, but there's usually a lot of Italian content. Kind of iconic, but talking about Dario, so I got the new edition of the Stendhal Syndrome. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
I'm gonna wait for that shit to drop, Darren.
I'm not massive on the cover of this though. I don't
actually like the cover.
I do
a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But it's got
kind of creepy, man.
Fucking post, I think. I did get Sleepless as well, which I'm not opened as well.
I don't like that cover art.
Yeah, I
don't mind that.
That's the shits, man. What the fuck was going on there? What the fuck, man?
I can't wait to watch that again. I got Spectres and Maya double.
Yeah, cool.
To Italian. Last but not least, I do want to show this one off. I got this in today. Shameless release of The House with the Laughing Windows. I have got the American Arrow one.
Oh, okay.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that cover's great. Yeah.
It's great.
We've been waiting too long for that one too.
I wonder if is there anything different on that?
There's loads of different extras. Yeah, that's why I got it. But I'm not sure if it's the same print. It might be the same print as
same
the film.
transfer, probably.
Yeah.
That Stendhal cover you showed up that actually I got from the same, I believe, artist is for Jess Franco's Doriana Gray. I'm pretty sure.
I like that cover you got.
I think this is an awesome little cover here, and then of course,
yeah.
Okay.
I do like that cover.
I don't know something like really cool about it. I don't know. I'm a big Francoholic. This is granted. This one is a lot of sexual activity in this movie. I will say that, but obviously, I'm more in for the atmosphere, surreal shit like that. Like, Lena Remay is really, really good in this movie, and this cover is awesome. I believe it's the same artist as the one that did Stendhal Syndrome that you were just showing up.
I dig that shit a lot. That art.
Yeah, no, it's something about it. It's just really. This was, I think, from a partner label of Vinegar Syndrome. I forget who it was exactly. Maybe Synagogue, something like that.
Okay.
But
this
is as awesome as it gets cover wise.
Oh yeah.
What bugs me about this one, though, I know you said you like it. What bugs me about it is I don't think that's a great image of Argento. It doesn't look like it to me. I don't know.
It looks like it.
I like that it shows the 3 shades of her in the movie too.
Yeah.
I like that one. The blonde hair, dark glasses.
And then
the one on the right is her at the beginning.
And then underneath her is like one.
It might grow on me now. Actually, now I've heard your thoughts on it. It might grow on me the cover.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait for all that shit to drop though. Like, I'm not jumping on that shit, dude.
Like, dude, like the fact that
I
the
seen-
Phantom of the Opera is $42, that's insane.
That's
Even
gonna
though it's like
struggle.
50 shipped, right? Like, so
Yeah, that's gonna struggle, I think. But
for me
stranger
anyway.
things are happening,
Taxes
you know?
here are crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But no, man, I'm gonna wait on that shit. I looked today, how much, like, there's still like over 2,000 copies of Stendhal. That shit ain't going nowhere. So
I have got my Bay of Blood coming in though. I did order that, pre-order that. That should be coming in this month.
yeah.
Did you get that, John?
I didn't
The
get
new
it,
one?
no, because I honestly got schemed by Scheme Factory. I got the box of Bava from Scheme Factory, and then they announced the 4K like a week later. I was like, son of a bitch! I just got the fucking Blu-ray set.
And Black Sunday, they did the same, didn't they?
I was very upset. So no, to answer your question, I was more in like despite of what happened. I didn't, to be honest, but I do love Bay of Blood.
You'll probably get it at a cheaper price anyway if you wait, because it's like a 5-disc set. It's got fucking everything in it.
Right.
Hopefully that'll drop, but Severin don't drop too.
It will. I think it'll drop.
They don't drop too far though. Really
I'll tell you one thing, Dirk. Next time I met Severin, I'm gonna hit you up. As you say, get the deals. I'll be like, I know a guy. Get Dirk on the phone.
I don't know why at Texas they hook it up better than any other table. Vinegar Syndrome table they don't do shit. Arrow don't do shit. Maybe Wild Eye does some. They'll hook you up, you know. But like, you know what I mean. The big heavy hitters, they don't really help you out.
You know, Vinegar Syndrome ain't gonna give you shit. That's true. That's very true.
But yeah, man, this has been awesome, dude. Glad we finally covered the Animal Trilogy, dude.
John coming on. I gotta thank John again.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys for
come
real,
on
honestly.
Whenever, man. Whenever you want. The door is always open, you know. I don't know if there's some more comments if you want to go through the comments before we go. There are some more. Sorry, John, to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. You can go through the comments. That's totally cool.
Let's see.
Kal-El.
Connected says, Connected says it's going for 90 to 100 on eBay. Oh shit.
Oh, I thought it would have been higher than that, but yeah.
You got Ultraviolet Hippie in here.
Yeah, that's Kenneth.
Kenneth.
That's an awesome handle.
He'll be
coming on next week.
Next week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll be covering the Lambava Mo Betta.
Yeah,
like Richard says. What's going on, y'all? Four Flies is my favorite of the trilogy, but I need to rewatch Cat because I've only seen it once. Looking forward to covering some more Lambava with y'all next week. Yeah,
man. Can't wait.
You got Kal-El Daily. What's up?
What's up, man?
Superman
He's another John regular, I think, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he comes up. He was on my show this past week for sure. Yeah.
Mayor says VS artwork is really hit and miss lately. The artwork for the Great Silence 4K is amazing. Did you guys get it before it sold out?
I did not.
I didn't. No. I don't think I would have bought that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, if I'd have had the chance, but
Arrow is supposed to release a 4K of Bay of Blood. Just don't know when. Okay.
That'll kick ass.
I'll get that one. Shit, you know.
I'll fucking double dip, treble dip, quadruple dip.
There's like I'm going back in the Bay of Blood.
It's Bay of Blood, man.
Quadruple dip.
Do it. Oh yeah.
Kenneth says VS haven't sold out Argento's Trauma. They're definitely not selling out the 4Ks for the card player and Phantom of the Opera anytime. Definitely.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Trauma's been there forever, dude. So.
I can't tell you how many people fucking reached out to me about like, should I get the card player at Phantom of the Opera?
No.
Well, not Phantom of the Opera. I actually didn't even know about that one, but card player and Sleepless. I was like, Sleepless is really good, but the card player might let you down.
I don't know what they was thinking with that cover art though. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, the card player, the yellow
Sleepless.
Cover. Oh, right, okay.
The card player's cover art's cool.
It's fucking awesome.
That makes sense.
Scorpion of the card player, and I love that cover of the Lady Dead and all the cards around her. That's awesome cover.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to make the cover art good, you know?
That film's grown on me, man, the card player. I still hate the ending.
Where they play poker on the train tracks?
Yeah, that is
fucking like a
fucking it's awful.
Like an old Looney Tunes cartoon with Wile E. Coyote or some shit.
And then you find out she's fucking pregnant and so
bizarre.
Cool. Yeah. If you took that out the film, I'd like it a lot more. But I'm a big fan of the score of that film.
I know I watched that.
As well.
All the kills are off screen. I hate that shit. It's on the internet and shit, and I don't know.
There you got his other daughter in it as well, which I like. She plays one of the victims of the fucking kill her.
Right.
She's tied up, isn't she? I think she gets away at one point. Spoiler,
There was
but-
supposed to be Aja.
I'm sorry, but I think this is a crock of shit.
Multi-regular right there. Palo Malcolm.
Darren.
I'll tell you something. You're sick.
How many of these do you have? This is amazing. I think Dirk missed his calling. He should have been like a DJ.
Oh man, some of his clips, the clips are fucking funny, man.
I had to cut back on the clips now, though, man, because Black Christmas pissed me off.
They fucking killed us on that. They killed us on Alice, Sweet Alice, I think it was as well.
Yeah, Alice,
wasn't
Sweet
it?
Alice, they cut me up bad.
Yeah, I know John's a big fan of that one.
Hell yeah, man.
That's why I mentioned it.
That's a classic. That's one of my faves.
Right. Well, yeah, man. What do you got coming up, John, man, on your channel, dude?
Yeah.
I got a fun January schedule this coming week. It's box office bombs decided by the Wheel of Torture, so that'll be a lot of fun. We have Jalos in January, is the second to last Thursday in January, where I'll be discussing 3 Jolly, where one of them is actually Argento's Sleepless, so that'll be a lot of fun. And the other 2 are one on top of the other from Fulci, and the third is from Luigi Cosi. We were talking about it.
Killer Must Kill Again.
Killer Must Kill Again. That's the third one. We're covering some J-horror at the end of the month with a little Tomie retrospective, all 9 Tomie Kawakami movies. So I'm looking forward to that. And then in the middle, I'm doing Black Mirror season 4. That's in the middle of the month coming up. So ton of fun stuff and content coming for January. And that is only on the Graveyard. And you guys were nice enough to put my description or the channel link in the thing.
Oh,
so
yeah, man.
If you want to subscribe, feel free.
Go over now immediately and subscribe to our channel because John is just box office, man. Some of his views. And
speaking of which, here y'all go, man.
Right. Hell yeah, man. Thank you. And I love the Soledad Eurocrypt. That is really cool. The thing you guys made, that's awesome.
Yeah, me and CK, man. CK helped me out with that. I mean, I found the image and he hooked it up. So.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, man. But man, we're gonna get out of here, man. Unless there's anything else y'all want to bring up before we go.
No, I'm good. Just thank you guys one more time. I really do appreciate the flexible scheduling and changes for a Saturday for me. Always a good time. And like I said, thank you for having me as a guest. It was really fun.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, man, everybody, y'all have a good rest of your weekend, and don't be trying to blackmail killers and shit.
Never works out.
Never does work out. Later, y'all.